Turn on the mic. Turn on the desktop. All right, Ian, go ahead and check out the stream. Make sure they can hear all of us and the music. Everybody go ahead and say hey.
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 What up?
Cool. Ian, just check audio for us. Make sure we're all good before we start jumping into this session. I think he's listening to it. He's listening to it hardcore right now. Does it sound good? Everybody say something for Ian.
Ian, does it sound
What's
good?
going on?
All right, cool. So, welcome all to Old Bones and Grimm Tales. My name is Brad, and I am the narrator and dungeon master for our campaign in Alora. Here with me are my closest friends. Everybody say hi for a third time. Go right ahead.
Hello.
Hey.
So, we've got Ian playing Daraguul Kaal. We got Justin playing Vogar the Goat Rider. Wyler playing Honest the Monk. And Shawn playing Isaiah Krowleigh. Their names are all on the screen. We've updated the looks and stuff a little bit, which is fun. I think it looks a lot better than the previous. Maybe even darker than the previous is what Justin told me. So I do kind of like it. Something that I wanted to point out too, if you go down to the info of the Twitch channel, there is some info about interactive chat. If any of you want to help out the channel, you can check those options out below. You can ask us in chat or give us recommendations for stuff we can add to the interactive chat. We'll get to it when we can. Do know, though, that as the DM, I have the power to turn that off at any point if it gets a little crazy, because the goal is to get chat involved and the viewers involved, but it's not to, like, ruin the game. I think it'll bum my players out if we just disadvantage them into oblivion and they die. So, saying that, tonight we are going to turn the page to Chapter 4 of this grim tale titled A Shot to the Heart. But first, just some information about us. We stream on Fridays at midnight. It's not midnight, I know. It's 1 in the morning. I apologize. And we stream also Mondays at noon Eastern. Friday's our main campaign. That's today, even though it's actually Saturday, whatever, semantics and all that shit. And on Mondays, we recap our latest session and have a roundtable discussion about all things tabletop-oriented. If you're interested in a way to catch up on current events in our campaign, the Monday stream is the best way to do so. And also, you can find us on YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, Twitch, Spotify, and wherever else you find your podcast content. And if you would, leave us a follow, sub, like, review, all that sellout stuff. It'd be great. Thank you. But are we ready, players?
Hey, let's go.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Tonight's session begins in the streets of Yardoon, in front of the Temple of Sidea. The party has went through one hell of an adventure to get here, but it seems that the night is still young, as Thax Drell, Daraguul's replacement in the Order of Azaran, has come. He and his allies are flanking him, and they have begun to kind of spread out around you all. Something of note here, Thax Drell and these individuals, those that you recognize from the Order of Azaran, Mr. Daraguul, they have begun to change. They've grown tall with bent legs, claws, and dripping fangs. They surround the group as Thax steps forward. These creatures are a little less werewolf than what you might think. The snouts are not very elongated. There's still very much those humanoid features in the face, and Thax is smiling, but there is drool dripping from his mouth. His black fur is shining in the moonlight, and in the distance, it is quiet, and you can hear howls from far away. It has grown quite cold in the Radiant Way tonight. They start taking a couple steps to one side and then the other, sniffing the air, some of them kind of reaching their paws out toward you. And this is where we begin. Nothing has been said thus far.
Okay.
You just stand looking about.
Seems very tense.
Yes.
It does.
I stare
ahead.
darts through Thax.
Through Thax?
Mm-hmm.
Thax was pacing to the left and the right, but when you finally make eye contact with him, he stops and shakes his head a little bit. You know, it would have been nice if you just died down there. But at least you're here and I get to do it. Make it easy for you. Hand over the keys, and I'll kill you fast. Don't, and I'll kill you slow. and his gaze then turns toward Vogar. And for you, a big surprise. And you begin to hear footsteps. He kind of steps to the side. You watch as Thala begins to walk up. She comes up standing beside him. Vogar, the rest of you, you see tears in her eyes. Her head is down. She's not making eye contact, but Thax reaches out with a pointed finger and drags it across her face, blood starting to pool there on the side. Vogar, you notice, as you have many times before, her skin heals rapidly. Well, what's it gonna be, Daraguul?
I shall relinquish no key to you.
He kind of straightens. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna, kind of yell out to Thala, who the fuck are these people? As I'm, pulling out my axes.
So you yell that, and you begin to pull out your axes. The other one's kind of tensing, these creatures. By the way, let me pull it up for your information here. Just 1 second. So the one that you identify as Thax, he has black fur. There is one of red, one of blonde, one of silver, and one of brown to help you kind of identify them, just so you know. But you say that and you pull it out. Thala's eyes jerk up to you, Vogar. And you see a slight smile in the corner of her face, and she winks, but the head goes right back down. The rest of you? You won't relinquish your keys? He starts to... Are you sure? But then he turns to the one in silver, and he kind of gestures over to the left. The one in silver begins to peek over in that direction, moving a couple feet away, and then more.
Is this in the flanking direction?
So you guys are backs to the wall against a keep that is built into the side corner of the Radiant Way district, into the wall itself. There are 5 of them. Thax is directly in front of you, one on either side of him, another on his far right, and the one on the left is kind of walking about, but they're in kind of a half moon around you guys. You guys are kind of grouped up, kind of close. If you would kind of take a step, one of them kind of slashes out a little bit. But, you guys do anything?
We've gotten the keys into the keyholes.
You put the keys into the keyholes, and that is what ended up getting you here.
Yeah.
You don't have a key in your hand. None of you do.
Well, I don't know about you, Cox, but I'd never even had a key.
Yeah, I can't remember having a key myself. What key are you talking about?
Thax begins.
I even know you fucks.
Shakes his head. They wanted me to take you alive. It's not happening. Thax takes a step forward, and then another. But as he does, those in front. Who's my passive perception junkies? Is it Isaiah?
Shawn.
20.
Who does anybody have? Oh, you have a 20. Does anybody have a 15?
I think mine's a 12.
I got a 14.
All right, Isaiah. Thax takes a step forward, but you see it. It's slight but quick. Thala reaches down to her waistline, and you watch as a dagger comes up into her hand. She takes a step forward, kind of gives it the back spin here into the chest of Thax as he goes reeling back. Everything begins to move quickly. Howls ring out, and now we must roll initiative.
Oh, baby.
What'd you get,
That's
bud?
a pure one. Pure 20.
Oh, boy.
It's technically a 19 on account of my -1 to initiative, but
All right, so Daraguul
She's
got a
a
what?
good
A 1?
19.
A 19, sorry.
Oh,
Isaiah?
11.
All right. I guess it would help if I had my dice at the ready, eh? You know?
Compared
You
to
know?
you, God.
16. Nice, dude. All right. Daraguul got what?
19 in total.
Oh,
It's a
not
pure 20 if that
Daraguul.
matters at all.
Vogar, sorry.
Oh,
Vogar has a 9.
9, Vogar. Honest?
I got a 6.
6.
Yeah.
So we press into initiative. As the knife goes into the chest of Thax, he reels back, kind of rolls. One arm comes up to the chest, pulling the dagger free. Thala turns and begins to change rapidly, backing up in front of you guys as the other 3 start to head forward. Mr. Passive Perception, you hear a shot ring out from across the way. You see something. At the top of initiative is none of you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It happens.
I gotta pull up the stats. Sorry. I got so much more to work with all these screens now. I do apologize. I do apologize. Stat blocks. Boom. That is a +6. That is pretty good. That is a date. So you hear the shot ring out. The one that was walking to the side began running back at your party, but falls to the earth and begins to change back. With that, Daraguul, it is your turn. Thax is backed off within about a turn's reach, but there are 3 others in front of you. Thala stands in front of you, arms out wide. What would you like to do, sir?
I press forward onto Thala.
You press forward kind of up around the side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you press forward up around the side. There are 3 in front of you, all within melee once you get up to that point. The silver one has hit the ground. There is the brown, there is the red, and there is the blonde. In that order from left to right.
I attack the silver farthest to the left.
The silver is dead. There is the brown, the red, and the blonde.
The brown.
The
That's what you
brown.
meant to say.
All right, to your far right, your weapon goes to do some work.
It is a natty 18 plus, I believe it's 4. Yeah, 6 plus 6, so 24.
24 hits.
And I'm going to immediately smite.
You're going to immediately smite.
Damn right you do.
Yes,
What's your weapon of choice again?
Great sword.
Hell yeah.
The great sword comes up and comes clashing down. The hands go up and the claws trying to grab the blade. Damage rolled is...
It is 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 8 is 24 plus 4.
How do you
is-
dispatch of this creature?
Dude, classic. Okay, so the greatsword comes up, I bring it down, and I banana peel this guy.
Just come up and you
With
kind
a
of jump
radiant
into the
blast.
air. It comes through, going through the fingers, into the head, and then down through the chest, into the midsection, through the crotch. And blood splatters all over the front of you and Thala. Anything else with your turn?
No.
No?
No.
I
I want to
like that was pretty good.
I want to
Fuck
position
yeah.
myself in between Thala and the rest if possible
Sure,
to try and shield her.
Sure, you kind of stand in front of her at the ready. 19 plus 6. Another shot rings out. The red one takes some kind of damage to the side. 9. 9. It takes it into the shoulder, goes into the chest, and it immediately slouches, but it's still alive. It is now Thala's turn. Who is going to... You got in front of her. She is going to step back. Noticing that you guys, some of you were quite wounded, she is just in a defensive position in front of Vogar, Honest, and Isaiah. With that, the blonde creature is going to make an attack on you, Daraguul. That is 13 plus 4. 17.
Hits.
17 hits.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2 and 2 is 4, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
A natty 13
Natty 13 passes.
plus... Oh, cool.
Natty 13 passes. With
You said that was 4 damage in total?
Yeah, he rolled low. But the one beside him that was just shot, another claw comes reaching out toward you. That is a 16.
A 16 does hit.
That is max damage. You take 10 piercing, and I need another Constitution saving throw. It kind of stumbles, and it's grabbing up toward your chest, and it drags it down. It burns, but you feel no pain currently.
It is an 11 plus 4.
Definitely passes. You feel some kind of warmth of something in these cuts, but you're pushing it down, and you feel all right. Isaiah.
Okay, so how are we doing? Like actions, bonus actions, like spells on a turn.
Everything as raw.
Okay, so I could do like a second level for my action, and then a second level.
You can
as bonus
cast a
action.
spell, and then you can only
Has
cast
to be a cantrip.
Cantrip that has a casting time of a bonus action.
Okay. Well, as a bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Spirit.
Sure.
At second level.
You dropping it right on this circle?
Yeah.
What's the radius?
Okay, it is a 5-foot radius. No.
Okay.
Yeah, 5-foot area, 60 foot
Okay.
of range.
Yeah, you can move it.
And I want to start it on Honest. And are we on the line?
You guys are in a way, and it's got, what, 30 feet of movement with a bonus action?
Yeah. Well, it takes
So-
a bonus action to cast, so
Bonus action to cast, and then a bonus action to move?
yeah. So
Yeah,
I
so you can
think
cast it in a
just
space. Yeah, you can just cast it in the space in this time. So who's it going on?
I'm gonna go Honest.
All right, so it drops on Honest. I guess go ahead and roll that healing for him, for Shizzle.
Okay.
Kind of a big deal.
5.
Thank you.
5.
Yeah.
Vogar, you're up, by the way, as soon as
And
he's
the-
done.
And then since I can't really do much else with my action, I'll just do a perception check to see if I can like pinpoint where the shots are coming from.
So you're going to use your action to do a perception? Sure.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
That is a 16 plus 5. So
Walking up in the direction from where the silver one fell, you see 3 individuals. An elven man in the front. He's got 2 weapons in his hands. They're small. You've never seen anything like it. The ones on the back are, they appear to be humans. One short, one tall. The one in front's really one you can make out the most. He's wearing dark leathers. He has short cropped gray hair, pointed ears, definitely an elf. And he's
Okay.
walking in your direction, and he's pointing whatever's in his hands toward the creatures that are in front of you. Anything else
okay,
with your turn?
and that'll be my turn. Yeah, that'll be it.
Vogar.
All right. Casting Zephyr Strike.
All right.
Get in and get out.
All right.
Move in and attack, say, the red one. Because
Sure.
he killed the brown one, correct?
Yes, the brown one is Deado.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go attack the red one.
Sure, so the one on the right. You come up around Daraguul, and the axe kind of comes around him. Kind of a little jab and dash motion.
Use my double weapon attack. So I got 11 plus. I think it's 11 plus 4. This is 15. 15 hit.
A 15 does hit.
All right. So the first one, I'm going to use my plus my 1d8 force damage with my attack. So I got a 6 plus 8. Oh wow! Oh, sweet.
Hell yeah.
Do
Max
it.
damage for that one.
Fuck yeah!
So 14 damage there. And swinging
With that
with
axe
my,
strike, how do you fillet this fish?
kind of, I want to go for a collarbone slash throat strike. Just kind of.
Right. So you come around the
Sticking it.
side, and they are tall. So the left hand goes up to the shoulder of Daraguul, pulling yourself up, coming down into the neck. Blood then squirts across your body and onto Daraguul as well as you pull out, and it thuds to the ground as it falls behind him about 60 to 80 feet away. You see Thaxdrel turning and running. Anything else with your turn? You got another attack?
Oh.
There's the one still there.
I do, but I believe if my weapon is throwable, I can throw it.
It's a hand axe, correct? You can throw it.
It
I
is.
think it's
Yeah.
what's max range?
Yeah.
Like,
If either weapon has a thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
checking on that.
Probably
Yeah.
20,
60 feet.
60 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a good distance. You can throw it, but it's going to be with disadvantage because it's pushing 80 feet and it's in the dark. You do have dark vision, but it is
I'll
a
shoot for
good
the
ways
blonde
away.
one, because isn't that the one that actually attacked Daraguul?
Yes. Yes.
Realistically, that one makes more sense anyway.
Sure, I get it.
So I'll attack the blonde one.
Sounds good.
Oh, 11 plus 4 is 15 again.
That hits for sure.
And 5 damage. And then I'd like to
5.
boot scoot and boogie back.
All right, with 5 damage, you manage to clip the side of this one. The hand comes out trying to grab you, but you knock off about 3 or 4 of the fingers there. As it pulls back with the other hand grabbing it, then looking up at Daraguul, you can see fright in this creature's eyes. Is that the end of your turn?
That is correct. And I'm backing it.
All right, Honest. It is your turn.
All right. So how close or how far away is this the
Thax?
guy that Thax.
What's your movement speed?
40.
2 turns away.
2 turns away. Okay. Then I guess I'm just gonna go to the nearest one or in front of me. I'm going about 10 feet. Or I'm gonna stop about 10 feet away from it.
Sure. You fan out to the side. This thing looks like it's trying to find a way out. It looks to the left, but it sees men approaching. It looks to the right, and it sees you.
I'm gonna see how this goes.
All right.
So I'm gonna burn 2 key points to use to summon my astral arms.
All right.
And
He's like, God damn it, I'm gonna use abilities. I'm barely in combat in
I'm
this
doing
fucking
it.
campaign.
Going
I'm
for it.
goddamn doing it right now.
Tell me more.
Arms of the astral self. On your turn, I can spend 2 key points as a bonus action to summon the arms of your astral self for 10 minutes.
Yep.
And they kind of look long and slender looking, I guess.
Sure.
But then I'm going to make an attack with these astral arms, and they have 10 feet of reach.
And this is like, this makes you look like the dude from Mortal Kombat. Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Just need to know how to
I go
narrate
back.
how it looks, bud.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
And then I get to choose whether these fists do radiant or necrotic damage. I choose radiant.
Probably a good idea. Go ahead and roll your damage, man.
So I rolled a 3, so 6 plus 4. That's 10 radiant damage.
You fan out to the side and you watch him, you all watch, Honest, roar as these spectral arms kind of come into focus around his form. He takes a step forward and punch after punch begins to rain down on this creature, this very poor dead creature. After a few moments, Honest seems to be venting some anger. And as he reaches up, his fists are bloody. But as you look around, you hear howls in the distance, but you see no enemies at the moment.
Thank Christ.
Let me go ahead and switch this up.
Yeah.
I want to lay on hands myself immediately.
Thala begins
What?
to retract her form. You grab your symbol of Azaran and perform your lay on hands.
Yes, for the full fucking 15, I think it's 15.
You hear the footsteps, all of you this time. There's 3 individuals approaching from your flank to the left. He holsters his weapons. Daraguul, Vogar. You've seen these weapons before. He's carrying some kind of pistol-like firearm. The others were carrying rifles. They all put them up, and hands kind of come out to the side. The one that was kind of coming up on the side of this elven older gentleman, the foot comes down onto the skull of the one that was slain, the silver one. The one in front bows to the party. Thala begins to
Little head
walk
nod.
over and embraces him in a hug. They begin to speak quietly.
Can I listen in?
Who the fuck is this?
Do you speak Elven?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I do.
Oh.
Roll perception check.
I
Okay.
would like to do so as well.
I do not hear shit. I got a 3. Plus 5, 8. So.
You hear
See.
muttered Elven words.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you said. Don't worry about it.
Slowly kind of pushes Thala to the side and steps up toward the party. Who's out in front there?
I think it'd be me and Daraguul.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Comes
Yeah.
up, Vogar kind of bends down, hand comes out. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, I'm Baron
Yes.
Janala Kiago. Thala's grandpappy.
I'm sorry.
Ah.
Would you like to
Behringer?
repeat that one more time?
Nala Kiago. You've been walking around my granddaughter for this long, you can't say her last name? That's a damn
She's
shame.
never told me her last name.
Huh. Looks back at Thala.
I
well.
look like I kind of like peek around, looking at Thala.
The hand comes out then toward you, Daraguul.
And I
Is-
shake it. Mr.
Shake.
Nalakiago, I
Nice
need
to
to
meet your
ask you a
acquaintance.
question.
I think there's probably some questions to go around, sure.
I seek Thala's hand in marriage.
He starts to kind of giggle. You're the funny one she was telling me about. Yeah, if you got a thing for her, you got to do, take it all up with her and all that. He does look back, and Thala is kind of blushing and laughing at this point. I do apologize for the ruse that you just had to go through. Just kind of, and he looks awkwardly, kind of looking around, trying to find the words. I just
He
had
uses his
to.
bait.
Well, yeah, kinda. I just had to fulfill a promise to an old friend to make sure that you got here and through that door over there. To be honest, I didn't believe him. When he was on his deathbed, he said that this shit would actually happen.
And who's your friend, if you don't mind me asking?
I got a feeling you'll meet him soon enough. My work here is done. We're about to head back out to the west toward Tullus. Things aren't going well here in the province. My corporation, well, my paying job, recently got shut down by none other than Desmond Brightwing, and we are no longer welcome in the city.
I understand that completely.
I bet you do. He just kind of sent his goons after you to kill you, so... You
What the
know.
hell's going
These are
on?
Brightwing's goons, huh?
There are many questions you probably have, and you'll find many answers if you just go through that door over yonder.
Well, thank you for your help. Hopefully we're a good bait for you. Seems like we were. Only one of them got away.
Yeah, well,
So,
just keep an eye out for that one. Real prick.
Seems like a prick. We're gonna go and go through this door. Enjoy your enjoy wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Never been to
by the
Tullus.
way,
May head
yep,
that way.
What?
Yep. By the way, Thala seems to be sticking around with y'all. If she dies or something, I will come and kill each and every one of you. I just want you to know that.
As
by the
we
way,
expected.
and he hands a card over to you, Vogar. If you're ever looking for some work, we still do some contracting stuff. You can come find us out to the west. Just go to Tullus. You can find us.
I have one more question for you.
He turns and he begins to walk away, and that is?
Have you heard of the Dark Triangle?
He stops, turns. Can't say that I have. Turns and begins to walk.
Insight
The
check.
two men begin to flank him. Go ahead.
What the fuck is going on?
A natural 1. Okay. I don't insight shit.
Nah, he was telling the truth, man. You
Telling
believe
the
that
truth,
shit.
you don't know.
What are you saying, Jay? Are you muted?
Oh no.
I
Jay,
apologize.
come back. Okay.
I look back at Wyler. or, sorry.
Thala walks past
Honest.
the older gentleman toward you guys. She seems kind of shy looking, like I made a whoopsie, you know. I am.
So did you have your fun?
I mean, no, not really. I'm not a big fan of the Order of Two. There's a lot for us to talk about, but first we best be getting inside.
Where is Beatrice?
Right there. You look, and Beatrice is just behind you, where she's been the whole time.
Oh, I'll be damned. I call her over here.
You do. She seemed terrified for the longest time, but seems okay now. There's lots of questions that need answering, and I think the first steps, according to my granddad, is through that door.
All right, lead
As
the
in,
way.
let's get off the streets in case any more of these creatures come after us. You know, we can talk inside.
Yeah.
She's like trying to usher you guys toward it.
Let us go.
I'm going.
Sure. You get to the door. Who's doing what?
Oh, well, open it. The key.
Yeah, who would like to open it?
Is there a key lock, or is it just like?
Just a stone door. You've been here a few times, Daraguul. You've brought some crates and stuff. This is a storage facility for the Order of Azaran.
Yeah, dude, just open the door up.
Once labeled the Keep of Sidea. Now it is nothing more than a warehouse. You push the stone door open. It creaks along the floor. In front of you, you see crates, boxes, covered furniture, just stacks upon stacks of like old art, decorations.
It's a shame, you know. This used to be a holy building.
Not really anymore.
No, it's a mere warehouse now. And I kick like a crate.
You walk in and kick a crate, knocking over a few paintings as they clatter onto the floor.
No, those paintings are probably pretty expensive.
You guys all funnel in. She closes the door
Yes.
behind you. I imagine that there's many things in here that are worth of value.
Yeah.
Well, considering what's happened, I think we're owed.
Before we head
Don't
into
be silly. I grab a painting.
You just grab a painting. You guys just start grabbing shit just around, you know.
Loot.
She's like trying. She was like, oh, and by the way, all right then, you guys, boys will be boys. I'll just sit here and wait. She goes and just kind of sits on a crate as you guys start looking about.
What was in the crate that Daraguul kicked over?
You want to go look at it?
I would like to.
Sure. It's just a big old crate full of candelabras. Like, just haphazardly thrown in there. You know, just like a fucking tote of wires. They're all intertwined.
Oh, God.
Too bad about that.
But yeah, there's paintings. There's a bevy of unopened crates. There's covered furniture. Most of the stuff seems to be packaged up, but there is paintings and like little pieces of art, figurines, stuff like that. They're just sitting around, quite dusty.
I'm about to say, if the person who's supposed to pay us is dead, I think it's only right that we.
I don't care about what's right. I just, as I'm just like looking at the paintings, like, it's supposed to be a dog. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it looks pretty cool. Roll it up.
Looks like a squirrel. Maybe a ferret?
I like ferret. We'll go with ferret.
You idiots. Let's push on.
Okay. All right.
Before we head into the basement, if there's any questions you have, I really don't know where to start with this tale.
Oh, so those things, they were associated with the Bright Wings?
Desmond and the Order of Two, yes. I guess we start there. The Order of Azaran, it's been taken over, Daraguul. I do apologize. Sorry. Desmond, as you know, is part of the Council of Yardun and leader of the Order of Azaran, but he's much more than that. He's a figure of great power in the community of those like myself, those that seek equality in the land.
You mean for shape changes?
Shape changers, yes, but not just them. Vampires and other creatures of the dark. Those that are cursed, afflicted, driven out, forced into hiding.
So wait, what about the old man? So the old man, the whole him hanging, blood on the whole piano, the tree.
Very elaborate ruse set up by Desmond and Thax.
I don't get it.
They knew
They
the
fucked
whole
us out of
time.
coin.
They did.
You're worried
And
about
resource.
coin. You live tonight. You're not dead.
We're not dead.
I mean, he is really good about almost dying pretty much every time.
You're alright about that. You weren't meant to make it out. You were supposed to die down there, and I was supposed to get the keys. I made sure that you made it back to Yardoon. And here we are.
Oh.
They want the keys because of where they go, what they unlock.
Do you know what they unlock, fella?
I only have stories of when I was a kid, and Behringer used to talk about some kooky old man promises that he had, but I really have no idea. I just know that you're meant to get there, and he said that I had to go as well. My granddad, he hunts creatures like me. He's been looking for a cure for me for a long time. It makes sense that Desmond would put him out of business and ban him from Yardoon. It's not good for order business.
So
Like
are
your
you
grandfather.
I mean, he looked skilled, looked honorable.
Very direct.
Firm handshake.
He's a good man, but what you're not understanding is Desmond is one of these creatures. One of the
Yeah.
most powerful out of all of us. I think you're missing
And
the
I'm
bigger
guess-
picture. This man has got quite the authority.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard what's been going on in the province? High Lord Drixon hasn't been seen in months. Desmond's calling all the shots.
Thala, let me ask you a question. Do you know of the Dark Triangle?
I mean, my granddad talked about it when I was younger. I mean, haven't any of you heard of it? Some mysterious organization.
No?
Talked about a lot back, 60, 70 years ago during the War of the Second Age?
I've
No.
heard nothing of the Dark Triangle.
So listen, there's this
Forget that I'm an
note.
elf of long life. Jeez.
I sort of take the note out that Roderick Brom wrote me.
Sure.
So this note, it says that Desmond Brightwing is not to be trusted, and we
Well,
need to
we've
find the Dark
established that.
Triangle.
Oh, wow, you're all on top of things.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Could have shared that earlier. Maybe I could have let you in on what was going on.
What's the point of that?
You're right, it was more fun this way. Going through that dark, desolate place.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy. And we almost got killed.
Thala,
Okay, yeah,
are
you
you,
probably should have told us there.
Yes,
are
Vogar.
you actually my friend?
Well, I'd hope so. She
Those
says,
in
like
the
she
room.
looks genuinely at you. Are you
You're not
asking
using me in any way.
Are you asking me if I found you one day, just out of happenstance? No. But I did grow to like you fondly. I still do. I think we are great friends. I just was told to find you.
The stream
Kinda
bugged
just-
out for a second.
Just really upset.
The stream bugged out for a second. Messed up mine and Justin's
Oh no.
pictures.
It
It's back to normal
is-
now, but
Oh,
Yeah, it's still up on mine. It may have just had a drop. Let me see. No dropped frames.
Good.
It's good on my end, which is what matters. She
Just
does come
a
up and
little
gets on
oddly
one
really
knee
upset.
in front of you. There's no reason to be upset, Vogar. We've been through a lot, don't you think?
I just
She
kind of
kinda-
like look away, like,
She pinches your cheek and pulls it back towards you and kind of gives it a slap. Don't act like that. Yeah, you'll get over it. She stands. Beatrice still likes me. Don't you, Beatrice? Beatrice actually kind of turns her head.
Oh.
Alright, be that way, both of you. She takes a couple steps back, sits back up on the crate.
I pull like a ration out of my pocket and give it to Beatrice and like pet her.
She sticks her tongue out at you both. I do apologize for all of this. It was apparently necessary. There's lots of bad happening, and believe me, I'm surprised that the keys would pick you, so...
Yeah, I know I'm kind of a fuck up. I don't know, to speak of the rest of us. I don't know how we're supposed to be, saviors of the province or whatever.
No one said we were going to be saviors. Unfortunately, the keys
good.
picked you.
Was
I don't know what that
Jebediah
entails.
planned?
Jebediah.
How deep does this go?
Are you asking me if I planned to put a demon in the fucking woods that would capture me? No, that was not planned.
That'll be
Well, that
hard
makes
to
a
plan.
little bit of this better. Beatrice is terrified.
She shakes her head. I feel like we're getting off topic. She's just looking at all of you. Are you still drunk from the night before, or what?
They probably are. That's a typical Tuesday for me. So, what's the next step after this?
I don't know the next step. All I know is that the door that we need is in the basement.
Oh.
Let's go to the door then.
Yes,
Maybe
I'd
there
like
are
some.
answers there.
So,
Yeah, I'm really wanting some answers at this point.
so you guys begin to look for the entrance to the basement. Doesn't take you a few minutes. You have to move some crates out of the way, but you do find the path that leads down. Excuse me. A stone spiral staircase that Thala begins heading down. Does everyone have dark vision in this party?
Yep.
All
I
right.
believe so.
Good. So you begin to head down. Change this up a little.
Oh, side note, does my
Sure.
back still bug me?
Yes, we have not addressed it. Your back is bugging you quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit.
Okay.
So, you begin to head down. You eventually come to what you assume to be the basement. Who's leading after Thala?
I can go.
Sure. Okay. So she steps down and kind of to the side. This basement, quotation marks, it's not very big, probably 15 by 15. On the other end, there is a door. As you take a step down Daraguul, the door begins to shimmer white. Your first step down, it begins to do it.
Do you see that door there? It shimmers in such a way.
You're right, that's the oddest thing that I've seen tonight.
Really? The
been
oddest
a lot
thing
of-
you've seen tonight.
There's been a lot of odd things.
It's
think
been one for the ages, I'll say that.
Well, see if this thing opens.
Daraguul's on the stairway, blocking the rest of you.
Hey, go see if that door opens.
Of course. And I step to the door.
You walk forward toward the door, and it begins to glow brighter. You don't see a handle of any kind. The rest of you have seen him walk up to the door. You've seen this happen. Thala's standing to the side.
Push it open. So something.
Yeah, so I push it open.
You try to push it open. It's a hard door. It doesn't move.
To no avail.
Thala's in the corner shaking her head. You know, it took 3 last time to open the door.
Oh, I go up next to him, try to help him.
Isaiah, as you walk forward, the door begins to glow not only white, but blue.
Ah,
Oh, who had the third key?
Honest, I believe you're up.
Yes,
yeah,
come.
you did. We can read your lips, but the stream can't hear you.
oh man.
I had the blue key.
Yeah, that's what he meant to say.
Come with
I-
your
I-
key-wielding ass.
I walk up.
As you walk up, the door is now white, blue, and red, and a kind of divot in the stone begins to form, almost like pieces of stone pulling away from each other, and there's a small hole revealed, like a hand hole.
Put my hand in there.
You put your hand in.
Chops it off.
All of your fingers are cut off instantly. I'm just kidding. You push forward. The door begins to slide in front of you, and as it opens, you gaze upon white. There's
Like
nothing but
light?
White light in front of you.
Well, this is the afterlife. I knew it'd be here eventually.
We all died in the forest, didn't we?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thala
End
comes
of campaign.
walking up behind all of you, kind of ushering you forward. I swear, it's like you never seen magic before. She starts to push you all toward the door's entrance, trying to get you to go in. But Daraguul, you're kind of there in the front, holding everything up.
I guess I should go then. All right.
Do you guys go through the door?
Yeah.
Yes.
I rushed
So
through the
surprising.
light.
You all walk through the door. On the other side, the light fades. I just spit all over my microphone. You stand in a circular room. Doors stand every couple feet from one another in this large chamber. In the center of the room, there is a circular stone pedestal, and above it, a shimmering light of blue and green. Inside this light, this ray is an item of some kind. A floating crystal shard floating out of a small wooden box. The floors are cut stone, and there is red and green emerald ran throughout. There is also a stone bookshelf between two of the doors in this room. Large circular chamber, doors every few feet, a bookshelf, and then a large stone pedestal, glowing lights that raise up to the ceiling, and an item within. Vogar, as you step through and your eyes lock onto this item, a burning pain arches throughout your back. And for a moment, all that you can think of is that that is yours, and you need it. But then it quickly fades.
All right then.
What is this place?
Well, as a disguised dwarf, I'd like to do a little bit of investigation on some of the stonework as I start making my way towards the pedestal.
You start walking out toward the pedestal, admiring the work, and it is fine. Like, very fine. Better than much that you have ever seen. Only in the high chambers of the Hillhammers and Dorith Rock have this fine of craftsmanship. You get within about 10 feet or so of this pedestal, and you watch as from within it a figure begins to walk forth. He is translucent. Eyes are white. He looks like he was a human. You see the balding hair, pants, boots, button shirt. You see suspenders along with thick glasses. He appears to be an old human man, kind of portly. He walks slowly out from the pedestal. Welcome to the Dark Triangle headquarters. If you are seeing this, then the keys have found their way home to their rightful owners. This also means, however, that the Dark is present again in Alora. I hope that you are not late to finding this, as there is no telling how much time would have passed since I passed on. Nevertheless, you are here now. You stand in the last vestige of the Triangle, the resting place of our last members. You being here means that the Triangle is needed again, though, and that the work is yet to be done. I have little time or space to store this message, so here it is. I have made cloaks for 7. They are in the rooms about this sanctuary. They will give you some small aid in your travels. I have also left my spellbook, though no one in this world would be powerful enough to use it properly. However, any of the Triangle can use the spells within, but I warn you, once you use a spell, it will lose its power in the page, never to work again. It should be on a stone bookshelf here somewhere. In the back of that tome there is a list of names.
You are to choose one as your caretaker. This vessel I speak through will have the power to awake just one of them. My name is on the list, but I wish not to return, and this vessel knows not to enact that wish. Behind me stands the item making this all possible. A relic of the god Azaran himself, the Solace Barrier. It holds this place in a moment in time, unmoving to the outside world. While you are here, you are safe, but let none in that you don't trust. Each of you, once you don the cloak of the triangle, will feel the way back here, regardless of where you are in the world. Keep them safe, and keep the Solace Barrier safe. Now please, choose your caretaker.
What the fuck did I stumble into?
What is this?
This is lit.
Oh, by the way, hey, this is the
word
Dark
lit?
Triangle. We're the Dark Triangle. Ha. Ha. Okay. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Someone just brutally murdered their microphone.
Yeah, my ear's in the process.
Yeah, I know. Jeez. That's the craziest thing that I've ever seen.
wait, who said that?
Thalas said that.
Oh. Yeah. I think this is now the craziest thing we've seen all night.
Oh, this tops. Actually, this doesn't quite top the list of crazy shit I've seen, but it's up there.
Well, next time we have a drink, I have to know some of these stories. But where's this book? Where are these names? I'm gonna go try to find that book.
What is
The
a
bookshelf.
caretaker?
Like old people have them.
Ask your mother. She knows all about it.
Burn!
Am I supposed to be offended by this?
Go
I'm
on, ask
gonna-
your mother, small one. She knows.
I'm gonna go ahead and healing word that burn real quick. Just kidding.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, no.
But yeah.
That's dirty. That's dirty, guys.
Oh.
I still don't get it.
I'm
I
so
only
good.
kid.
Laughing.
I like smack Vogar on the shoulder. I only kid, small one. Come, let's find this tome.
Yeah, let's find this tome. Oh man.
Oh, God.
So I walk over to the stone bookshelf.
You make your way over to the stone bookshelf, and there are a few books, but one that does stand out by itself. It's a thick
I'll
tome.
grab it. Yeah, I'll grab it. And
It's
like
got
I'll
a
like
thick
just, like
layer
grab
of
it and like
dust.
I huddle everyone around like it's a campfire or something.
You huddle everyone around. The cover is covered in dust.
Come, everyone. Yeah, I dust her off.
You dust her off. It does have a title on the front. It reads Riley Wonders Spellbook.
Oh my. Legend. Alright, I open it up. Is there like a table of contents maybe? Or
You open it up, and it is indeed a spell book. There are intricate spells and information about spells that makes little sense to you on every page. You begin to flip through. You get to the end. On the very last page, you do see, just on the very back of the very last page, you do see names. 5 in total. Tuck Vrook, Alex Grimm, Kiara Stoneheart, Bolin Windbark, Riley Wonder.
well, Riley's out because he said not to summon him. Have any of you heard the lore behind these names?
I mean,
Can I roll
Can I roll history?
Sure.
Do I know the lore behind?
If multiple of you want to, then one of you roll with advantage.
18 plus...
Go ahead, Justin. Roll the dice.
Go ahead.
I have a +3 to history.
I have a 0, +0, but I rolled good.
What'd you get? You
Go
guys
ahead,
are all
it's
doing
18.
this together. So what's the roll? An 18?
Yes.
On what
Can I
name?
add his +4?
No, but on what what name are
That's
you?
not how this works.
On what name are you trying to recall?
Let's go with the Grimm one, just because of the title.
Alex Grimm? You've never heard of that name before.
Awesome.
Oof.
So that was a waste.
I'll roll
anyone
history
else like to roll?
on. Yeah, I'll roll history on Kiara. That is a natty 16.
You have advantage on this. You know of the Stonehearts. They're kind of popular within the Azarans.
Natty 16 minus 1, 15.
Stoneheart, Durin, demigod, hero of the War of the Second Age. He had a sister named Kiara Stoneheart. That's as far as your knowledge goes. The rest of you know the name of Stoneheart and Vogar, and Isaiah and Daraguul. You know the name Windbark as well. There is a smithy in the Marauders district in the market square called Volan's Provisions, owned by the Windbarks.
Oh.
Well, do we just...
So how do we pick
pick
our
one?
guy? Do we just like say the name?
I will donate my blood to it.
They said that you just pick the name and you tell him. And by the way, the figure is just standing, not even looking towards you guys. It's just standing motionless, facing where you guys were standing when you came in.
So,
How do we decide?
Do we vote?
sure. I think a vote would be good.
Well, honest.
I'll go with the Grimm guy. Why not?
Okay.
It's got a
Is
catchy
that a
name.
vote or is that a pick?
I think that's one for Alex Grimm. What about the rest of you?
What do you think, small one? I put my trust with you.
I've honestly never heard of any of these. She comes over and she's just kind of looking at the page and then starts to flip through it.
I feel sort of a connection with the word Stoneheart. Not sure why.
Then we vote for Kiara Stoneheart. Is that what you're saying?
Aye.
Aye. Then 2 for Kiara Stoneheart.
1 Grimm, 2 Kiara.
I'm not gonna make it a tie.
I was hoping you would.
You could burn your vote, I guess, if you really didn't want to.
I'll go with Kiara.
Aye. Then the majority rules.
Democracy.
Yeah.
I gotta love it.
What do you guys do?
I believe we picked this one.
Yes, we choose Kiara Stoneheart.
I'd be down for it.
As you say, we choose Kiara Stoneheart. The figure turns and smiles. Power does not grant us wisdom, but wisdom grants us power. The triangle fights because we have the power to do so. We have wisdom, and with it, we can change the world. Peace be with you, Daraguul Kaal, Vogar Golden Forge, Honest of Fury, Thalanala Kiago, and Isaiah Krowleigh. The people's future rests in your hands now. The figure
I go, wait, Honest of Fury?
begins to disappear, and as he does, you hear stones scraping from a chamber beyond. And with that, we're going to take our first break.
Golden Forge, you say?
Mind your business.
audio, mic, and music. Welcome all. We are back from break. When we stopped, you said a name. The figure spoke to you, and I burped. You hear a
Yes, you did.
stone grinding sound from one of the chambers beyond, one of the doors. You hear kind of a cough, and then a retch, and you hear something splattering onto the floor.
You hear that?
You hear a plop, like someone barefoot hitting the ground.
Alright. Where is it coming from? As I start to
Why
kinda-
that chamber that just opened?
Nothing opened, there's just several doors every few feet all around this main chamber.
Can I kind of identify which chamber it's coming from?
Yeah, I mean, it's
The
not
noise.
hard. Yeah, it's not. It's you guys turn and you look toward one of the doors. It's hard to orient because there is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 doors, so it's kind of hard for me to tell you exactly where it is in a circular room without giving you a picture. But yeah, your heads all turn to a door.
I'm
We
gonna
all
head towards
wanna-
the door.
That's all. Yeah, we all head towards the door here.
Okay, give me a marching order. Like who's leading, who's doing what.
I'll probably be the first one.
You kind of hastily start making your way in that direction. You get to the threshold, and within you see several large sarcophagi. On the ceiling, or abouts, you see floating red, blue, and white will-o-wisps lighting the room. As you kind of peek in, a hand clasps itself around your throat, pulls you in, and smacks you up against the wall. You're staring face to face with a human woman. Shoulder-length blonde hair. She looks like she just woke up. She's wearing a robe. Who are you? And she squeezes and then kind of peeks around, and a blade comes up to your throat. Who are you?
Isaiah Crowleigh. Oh God, please let me
She
go.
loosens it a little bit. The head peeks out toward the rest of you and then back in.
You need some help in there, bud?
Nope, all good. Exactly where I need to be. Apparently.
She shakes her head. What year is it?
I state the year.
Yeah.
2753 AR.
Yeah.
Her eyes go wide. The hand comes away. The blade drops. She turns and begins walking, bends over, and proceeds to vomit onto the floor some more.
Not doing so well, milady.
It's been
Would you
60
like some
years.
ale?
60 years. She walks and passes you, kind of just walking through you all. 60.
Are you Kiara Stoneheart?
She begins to walk forward and then... How?
We are the Dark Triangle. We know everything.
Apparently.
She turns and
Riley
looks
wondered.
at... She kind of... She grows stiff when you say that, and she turns and she walks briskly toward you. No, you're not. She kind of sticks a finger into your chest. She begins
are
to
now,
walk
yes.
around into the rooms, looking in and out. You hear things hitting the ground, pans, pots, glass shattering. 60 years. She just comes out, takes a seat on the floor, pulls her knees up to her chest.
I go
I'll,
walking up towards her.
Thala grabs you as you do and pulls you back and begins to make her way up toward her, and she kind of gets down. It's all right. The figure looks up. It's not all right. 60 years. They're all dead. It wasn't lying. Thala doesn't say anything, just rests a hand on her shoulder. The female kind of flinches, but then just puts her head down. She begins to sob.
I attempt to whisper at Daraguul. Do you think we picked the wrong one?
They probably would have all done this.
I'm having second thoughts. Small one, yes. She's having a hard time coming to grips with this.
Thala's head begins to turn ever so slowly toward all of you. She doesn't look happy. She just shakes her head. We'll give you a moment. Thala
60 years
stands and
aren't
then
that
comes
long.
back to you guys and kind of gestures you all toward the chamber from whence she came.
Yeah, sure. Oh, no.
Yes, of course, yes.
She looks in, back toward the figure, then back toward you, and kind of pushes you further into the chamber. You think she's really been asleep? 60 years?
I don't know what you'd call that.
Definitely a weird thing going on.
Oh, you think?
This whole thing has been weird. Everything.
And
Yeah,
one thing
all
that has been
these-
weird.
Have all these people been asleep? Are there other people in these other rooms?
Well, maybe he can only bring back one. He just kept them all, sort of alive until we picked one.
So he picked one, but killed 4.
You didn't
And
kill him. You hear a voice.
I don't believe we could
and
kill
there's
him if we wanted
someone
to.
she's at the door. We chose this. We chose to die so that one day one of us could be resurrected when the triangle needed us. Apparently that day's now.
So we are the Dark Triangle.
You can shut your fucking mouth.
I was gonna tell you that.
Haven't
I have
proved
like a
yourself
playful
to
look
me.
on my face.
Yeah, she's just staring daggers at you, and Thala comes up and
I
kind of kicks
nudge
you in the back.
Daraguul.
She shakes her head, turns, and walks away. Yeah, it's really the way to go about it, Piss her off as soon as she's been awoken after 60 years.
We're
Maybe
just
I should-
friendly.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Very, very friendly.
I'm winning her
over.
over with my Orcus charm.
York's
That's
charm
some
doesn't work
Orcus
on all the
charm.
ladies. Only certain ones can appreciate it, Daraguul, she says, and
And
she gives you a wink.
I give her the eyebrow.
Hey,
Pushing
hey.
it a little too hard there, Daraguul, and she turns and begins to follow who you assume to be Kiara Stoneheart.
Yeah.
You guys are left alone in this chamber.
Is this pedestal still there?
In the center of the room, yes. There is still the pedestal, yes.
Is there anything of like, just anything out of the? Can I roll perception? You kind of spot something.
In this
Oh,
chamber, I mean, you can walk around. You don't need to roll perception. You have plenty of
Okay.
time on your hands. Nothing's trying to kill you. You're looking around, and there are several sarcophagi in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total, but one of them is opened. As you look around, there are names on there. Tuck Vrook, Alex Grimm, Kiara Stoneheart. That's the one that's open. Bolin Windbark, and Riley Wonder. This room is just like the previous room, with the emerald in the floor, plain stone walls, no decorations of any kind. It's just lit by these floating will-o-wisps.
This is absolutely dreadful.
I'd like to approach the pedestal.
You begin walking into the other room. You approach the pedestal. You feel a warmth on your back.
Kind of like reach and grab it or touch my back.
You reach toward your back, and it's like running your hand over a infected tattoo. It burns. It's painful. But you have this yearning, like whenever you really needed a drink, you have that yearning, that thing, whatever it is you want it. Your hand begins to kind of reach up, just unbeknownst to you. But you hear in your mind, not yet.
Not yet, Vogar. But soon.
I kind of like shake my head and just like, ugh.
You do. You take a step back.
Yes,
Small
I'm
one.
just.
What were you doing there?
Something about this I like, but I don't like.
I don't like it either.
It's kind of
Part of me
sad.
does like it.
You
You're
start to
making
hear.
this hard on me.
You start to hear from one of the doorways. Pots and pans moving about. Dishes sounding like they're sliding out of drawers. Silverware clanking together. You begin to smell food. You hear drinks being poured.
That's my cue. I start heading that way.
You begin to head toward the door, and as you walk in, it's a small hallway into a kitchen. Very nice kitchen, like one at your family estate. There's a small table, more like a large, what do you call it? Like a center island.
Yeah.
There's food laid out on it. Drinks, a couple bottles of wine.
I just reach up and grab a bottle of wine.
It's dwarven red. Old, too.
Ooh.
Well, I drink it.
Careful with that small one. It's aged dwarven red.
It is strong, even for a dwarf. That's some good stuff. Almost as good as holy water.
Oh. Small one, you care to share that?
I'll just kind of like just stubbornly take a big swig of it, and then just
You
go
do.
to pass
Gulp,
it to.
gulp, gulp. You pass it over. Daraguul, half of that bottle is missing.
Damn, he can drink. I start to swig too, and then I'll pass it off towards Honest.
I'll take a swig of it.
It's strong, but it's good. After the night that you've had. Laid out on the food-wise is fried eggs, tomatoes, bacon, pork, chicken, bread. Quite the
Oh,
meal.
hey.
And
no
by
bad.
the way, Isaiah, as you walked in, you see no one in here.
So who cooked the food?
Was it Thala?
I don't think they're in here.
No, she doesn't cook this good.
Ooh.
Damn.
The burns are hard tonight.
Could it have been Kiara then?
Apparently not.
I slice off 2 slices of bread,
Sure.
and I begin to pile some meat,
Sure.
make a sandwich, and chow down on it.
Sure. Rest of
Would
you
like
eating
some
and
of those
drinking?
eggs.
You get some
Sure.
eggs.
Yeah, I
all
get one of
begin to-
everything and then 2 of the pork.
You guys
Ask
all begin to
Beatrice what
just
she would like.
eating kind of around in the kitchen, and eventually you see Thala poke her head in. There's a dining room here. You want to go give it that,
oh.
you know?
Yeah. Don't need to be strangers.
For the dining room.
You guys all kind of like start aping your way in that direction, just like freaking, you know. Anyway, she stops you all. She's willing to talk a little bit now, and she's there. Maybe you tone down the assholeness, and you know.
Of
She
course,
gives-
I understand.
She
I
gives
understand.
Vogar the pointed look, and then Daraguul the pointed look, and then Beatrice the pointed look as Beatrice is up on the counter with a fucking mouthful of bacon. Be nice. She's been dead for 60 fucking years. All right. All right.
Understood.
I agree to these terms.
Crystal.
She just shakes her head and begins to walk across the way and into a room. And if you follow, it is just a large stone chamber with a long table. There are 2 wine cabinets.
Walk in, find red plush chairs, blue carpet. Doesn't really match. She's sitting there at the end of the table, a drink in hand.
I want to apologize to you, Kiara, for before.
He's apologizing. Wow.
You think so?
I understand that I was being a bit brash.
Slightly. I had a friend like you. I'm used to it. Unfortunately, he's dead now.
What was his name? If you don't mind.
Brooke.
Good name. Good name.
I appreciate
Strong
you.
name.
It was. His. I appreciate you choosing me as your caretaker, but you need to understand that I need some time to cope. I've been
Of course.
home
Perfectly understandable.
all this time. I hope it's understandable. Anyway. A few days. I assume you found your cloaks.
No.
No, we haven't.
They're your gateway to get back here. And come and go as you wish. You bring an outsider, I'll kill you. She stands and begins to walk. She stops at the doorway. Just give me a few days, alright?
Yeah.
She
Cool.
begins to walk away, but then turns and comes back. Who's the High Lord?
The High Lord is Drixon, but he's also missing.
She
So
shakes her head.
Desmond Brightwing's kind of calling the shots.
She shakes her head, but then you mention Desmond and her eyes look. Desmond's dead. My brother killed him.
I just saw him a few days ago. I think he may have resurrected.
She kind of begins to chew her lip. If he is alive, then it makes sense to why I'm awake now. It'll take a few days for me to connect with the Solace Barrier. It'll give me insights into what's going on in the province. Give us guidance. You may be donning the cloaks of the Triangle, but it's going to take quite a lot for me to recognize you as such.
We're kind of babbling idiots, so I get that.
Oh, I'm
He
well
is.
aware.
I'm not.
He certainly is, small one.
I'm the babbling idiot. I dress nice though.
He does. He's
There's
very fast.
charm. Though I wonder why Wonder's keys found you. Did each of you have one?
Him.
I honestly stole mine, so it makes sense.
I found mine in Jebediah's house.
I come upon mine in the Willow Woodlands.
Man, at least the woodlands still stand.
I gave
Well,
them
nice.
a ride here.
It's pretty dreadful looking, honestly.
She rolls her eyes, kind of shakes her head. Alright then. She comes back in and sits down. How are things in the province?
We just got here not a few days ago.
Would I know,
Said-
considering I'm from there?
Yeah.
Like, I know
mean,
I've spent 3 months away, but
things were growing dark, as in conflict within the council. High Lord Drixon's decisions. A lot of talk of a vote of no confidence has been
Like a
issued
mutiny?
around. Not a mutiny, just a vote of no confidence, which would allow the council to vote in a new leader.
Oh,
and
my.
of course, the fact that you were sent out by the Order of Azaran to investigate the dark. That's kind of a big deal, too.
I think Daraguul just pieced together some puzzle pieces that he's not very happy with.
Okay.
Knowing all that.
Okay. So she
Things
does...
are growing grim in the province.
In what way?
Dysfunction amongst the council. There's become a vote of no confidence, we think. I think.
Is Desmond on the council?
Yes.
That's not
Right.
good. Yes.
I think they're overthrowing Drixon to take control.
How long has Desmond been here?
I've been gone for 3 months. In that time period, I suppose.
Before that, how long has he been... What is he doing? What's his title? Is he just a councilman?
I tell her all that I know. I'm sorry, dude.
So,
I don't
well,
know.
you know him as currently the head of the Order of Azaran because he replaced Roderick Brom.
He's
You
head
knew
of
that
the
much
Order
at
of-
least.
of Azaran.
You knew that much at least, you motherfucker. And then, other than that, he's been on the council as long as you can remember. At least 20 years.
He's been on the council for 20 years or so, as long as I can remember. And he's recently overtook Roderick Brom as head of the Temple of Azaran.
So, and you are what?
Well, I used to be employed there and live there, but I don't anymore.
Sounds like the Order has went to shit.
It seems as though the Order of Two's taken over the Order of Azaran.
How do you know the name the Order of Two?
From this, and I pull out the note. I got it from Roderick Brom, and I hand it to her. I'm sure she can.
Yeah,
she can
reads,
decipher it
she
pretty
reads
easily.
over it.
It's written in this code where you take all the letters,
see.
and
I see.
each one has a. Yes, you've got it. It took me hours, but I'm sure you got it in a moment.
Triangle uses it often. It was quite simple.
Ah, yes. I found it rather elementary.
Right. Indeed.
I chuckle as he says that.
And as you laugh, her head turns towards you, and why are you here? Riley's keys just wouldn't pick people at random. There's a reason. Once there were individuals chosen.
Well, I was responsible for blowing up a monastery.
Which one?
Temple of Ophius near Cindercraven Mills.
Really?
Not
You
by
did that
choice.
Not on purpose, then. So, you care to elaborate? How does one blow up a temple of Orpheus?
Something an old drow did to me. I don't quite know what. He did
She
something.
laughs. The drow are back too, huh? History repeats itself over and over. You, small one?
Why does everyone call me small one?
It's rubbing off.
If I knew your names, maybe I would address you as such.
Well, call me Vogar then. This, Beatrice.
Yeah. Make sure that one doesn't shit on the stone, if you don't mind.
She'll be fine.
Why are you here?
Honestly, I have no fucking clue.
It's a good enough
I
reason.
was on my way to Yardoon. I picked up that one.
Keep your secrets, Vogar.
And then-
it's fine. No. It's
This one ran into me.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get back to you. And you? Looks toward you.
Isaiah Crowleigh. Should I introduce myself first? I just stole a family heirloom and it just happened to be in there. To be fair, I was supposed to have it. Just one of my brothers took it first, so I took it back.
She looks extremely aggravated, like red-faced. She takes a deep breath. I'm not mad at you, all. I just don't understand my father nor Riley, or their actions or decisions. It'd be so much easier if they would just say what they wanted and warn us of what was coming, but no, riddles and games, riddles and games. Have any of you heard of Stoneheart? My family name.
I have.
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Does my brother still live?
No, he's moved on to other things.
Only for the
Right.
best. During Stoneheart? Last that the tales go, of course he is, savior of the province, all of that title stuff that you know.
Child of Judgment, Slayer of Dragons, Champion
All
of
of
Veil.
the children of the creators fled Alora and went to Vimhara.
Last I heard, he was in Vimhara.
Great. So they look for new ones. Awesome. I'm gonna go eat alone.
Knew what?
You'll see. Believe me, it's a curse. She turns and walks. Give me a few days and return. You're free to stay, just stay out of my room. Well, that went well.
Well,
I don't really think
we're
so.
still here. All the stuff we...
Could have went worse, I guess.
She has a tight grip and knows how to use a dagger, so... You're here, we're alive, so...
Yeah, that was a lot less uncomfortable than I thought it was going to be.
Could have been a lot worse, yeah?
All I know is this drink was pretty fucking tasty.
Anybody that's drinked of the Dwarven Red this evening, you all are buzzing out. It is strong.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
It's good, though. It's just quite more potent than anything you've ever drank before.
So it's good.
Mm-hmm. So what's our plans?
What is this cloak thing?
Well, yeah, we
There's
should
cloaks
find
on-
out cloaks.
On each of the beds.
Yeah.
You head out there and look at the top of the doorways. There's names. Ours. Seems like we've been assigned chambers. I'm
Ooh.
still
We've
walking,
been
walking.
given rooms already?
Good job, Jay.
Saved it.
So disappointing.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Vogar, after drinking some Dwarven Red, picks up an apple from the table and it just falls and he tries to grab it, but he steps on it and smushes it and he just gives up and sits on the floor.
With Beatrice.
Have some more to drink, Vogar.
I think I will.
Well, I think rest is well deserved. I mean, I feel like shit.
Yeah, that fall didn't
It hurt
quite.
a
Yeah.
lot.
I'm not feeling so bad, you know?
You don't look too bad.
Well, it's because you're a half orc and a lot meatier.
You look
than the rest of
bad,
us.
but you look good for looking bad.
Hey, I'll take it.
But it sounds like after we rest, we have a day to do whatever we want. We could go do something.
I'm
Well,
still broke. We need.
My friend still requires the glowcap mushrooms, the silverleaf willow branches, and the floating candle from the Lake of Mirrors, if you so choose.
Who is this friend you've mentioned twice
Yeah.
already?
Shit. Tagsby.
Tags. Like the name. Solid name.
I don't know. It doesn't sound that great to me.
you.
He's he's kind-hearted. He's just very quaint and unsure of himself.
Yeah, he sounds like a wiener.
He's a bit of a wiener.
He's offering gold.
Oh,
night,
did you see
boys.
what happened with the last offering of gold?
Well, hopefully
true.
hopefully this won't lead
By
us.
the way, Thala says, as you guys were talking about the last job,
Mm-hmm.
you did miss something.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't know what it is, but I also don't like the feeling of it. She reaches into her pack and pulls out a small wooden box and throws it onto the table. It was in that cellar whenever we got into that next chamber. Sitting in the corner. We had things to do, so I just picked it up and pocketed it. Good night.
Don't do it, dude.
Huh.
I don't think we should touch that box.
I think me and Beatrice are gonna go go to sleep tonight. We're gonna drink the rest of this. Like, can I just hold the bottle up? I'm like,
Still has stuff in it. You need to finish that.
Oh, I will.
Is there more aged dwarven red?
You check the wine cabinet, and yes, there is.
I grab a bottle,
You grab a bottle.
pull the cork out with my teeth, spit it out, and I start
Begin to
chug-a-lugging. Mm-hmm.
So, Vogar, you find your way to your chambers along with Beatrice. Honest, what are you doing?
I do the same thing. I take a bottle of Dwarven Red and I
Head-
go into my
head to your
room.
chambers. Isaiah,
I'll probably try to find my room.
you go and find your room. All of you do, and as you walk back into the main chamber, there are letters above the doors for each of you. Vogar, Thala, Isaiah, Honest, and Daraguul. The chambers are nice. Very nice. Bed. Not
Is
queen
there a
size.
mirror by chance?
There is, in each of the rooms.
I would like to at least take my top off and look what the hell is burning my back.
So you take your top off and spin around. You're trying to, like, get a good look at it, arching the head over,
Beatrice.
trying to see.
What do you see?
Beatrice kind of cocks her head and then looks at you and back at it and looks at you and back at it. What you kind of see on your back is a hand. It's black. It's like a brand.
I pour some of the dwarven red on it.
It burns. It burns bad.
But if it was infected, would it have...
Would it sterilize the wound?
but you know, it does burn. It's almost like a new wound that is just not healing.
kind of take like a gulp because I mentally know where that came from.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. And then like I'm just gonna hold the bottle of dwarven red that's now empty.
Yeah.
Well, Beatrice, should we get some more or should we just call it a night?
Shrugs. Begins to walk out of your
Okay.
room. You hear some glasses being jiggled around somewhere. Beatrice comes walking back with a bottle in her teeth. Sits it down on the bed. Leaves again. Comes back a few moments later with a bowl. Sits it next to the bed and looks at you expectingly.
Well, pop, pour, and chug.
And you do. You guys begin to share your dwarven red and get very, very drunk before you find your slumber. Was there anything else that you wanted to do in particular before you
No,
went to sleep?
sir, that is mainly it.
All right, Honest, anything in particular you want to do before you went to sleep? Can't hear
I
you
just
when you
ponder
need
the
it.
day's
There you go.
events.
Yeah,
I ponder the day's events while I
you
drink.
poor guy. Good day, mate. I've checked out your channel. I shot the hard. What does that cool? Oh, some spam in chat. It seems someone. Yeah. Anyway, so Isaiah.
I want to check out the room first of all.
Dungeons Dragons is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you
good
like to
stuff.
do?
Just check out the room in general. See how nice it is and all that.
It's a nice bed. There's a writing desk. There's a mirror. There's a small closet for clothing. And on each of your beds, by the way, Vogar, there's a cloak.
Oh, nice.
I want to take a look at the cloak.
It's a mundane dark cloak, dark green.
A little tacky, but I can make it work. And I guess I'll start taking off, stuff, get into my sleep wear.
Sure. You sit your dirty clothes kind of off to the side. As you do investigate the closet, you do find fresh clothing in your size.
Thank God. This room, there's no flowers or anything in here, is there? Anything to brighten the place up?
No flowers. Dark, kind of desolate.
Take my hat off, set it on the nightstand.
You do.
Start drawer crafting some flowers.
Go around
That's
enlivening up the place, putting some flowers here or there. And in a few moments, it could work. Not bad.
Yeah.
Smells
not bad.
better.
Yeah. It's musty. And then I just sit on the bed, take off my necklace thing.
Uh-huh.
One day I'll figure out what the fuck this came from and how I could do this. And I start drawer crafting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Staring at the necklace and in deep contemplation. Vogar. The hours pass. You drink. But it's just not doing it. It is just not doing it, sir, and it becomes intolerable. The fiending. The want. You're out, and you're here.
Think you mean Daraguul?
Yeah, I'm in Daraguul, sorry.
Oh, all right, cool. Thanks. I was like, ooh, edgy.
Apologies.
It's all good. I knew what you meant. I was like, okay, maybe he'll catch on. No.
I like how you were like, great page.
Yeah, hey, make me a moderator whenever you can.
I will. I'll do it during break. So
I'm
sorry,
chugging
Daraguul, all that stuff. You're chugging. It's just not doing it for you.
So I know that I've got a fair supply of Devil's Root. So
You had.
I think I've.
You had.
Oh,
You
did
were
I use it
out. Yeah, Thala gave you some, and then you used it.
all? Oh shit! I thought she gave me
You're
like
outsies.
a bulk of it.
Oh.
No,
no.
You had
No,
that
no,
little
no, no. You're
squeaky
right. You're
dog
right.
in.
She gave you enough for. I gave you the amount of uses. Actually.
She palmed me some of it over in
Yep.
the.
Nope. It would have been 5 uses in total. You're right. So you have 4 left. I do apologize.
I have earned some. It's been a long, tumultuous day,
Dude.
and so I get the little small made mortar and pestle out, and I start to grind up,
You do.
and I make it into some dust, and I enjoy myself. I just real quick like.
You do. And you finally get that rush. The need begins to fade, and so does your vision. You stand in an open place. The cool air brushes across your face. The wounds are fresh, but you've slain your enemy. You look around, and no one else is here. This was a quiet night. You found this creature, this bugbear,
You showed him what's what. Cleaning your blade. You're trying not to think about what happened. It's been an hour or two. The cries stopped. The screams stopped. The crying stopped. Helpless you were. Daraguul.
Oh no.
You turn toward the well and you hear a voice again. It's echoing. It hasn't stopped. Please. Save me. Please. You hear scratches like fingernails on stone, the cracking of bone. Why don't you save them, Daraguul?
I can't.
Silence. Gripping cold. The sound of a rocking chair.
That motherfucking chair, dude.
You turn. You see a figure, an old man, long dark black hair. Eyes are black. His smile is abnormally long. He rocks back and forth, just smiling at you. Your vision begins to shudder in and out. You're in a bed one moment, but then you're here. Thala is on top of you one moment, but then you're here. You're embraced with her in lovemaking, but then you're here. And then it's all
Damn,
over.
dude. Like, it gets good and then it gets fucking bad.
It all fades, and you find blackness. The morning comes, ladies and gentlemen. Vogar, you awake. Beatrice in the bed next to you. Honest, you awake. Cloak sitting next to you. Isaiah, you awake. Hand on the necklace. And Daraguul, you awake. In Thala's bed. Just your chest rising and falling. You feel sore. Very.
Like sore in a good way, or like sore like. Ugh.
Like she's definitely a shape changer.
Ooh, intriguing.
So, you smell cooking food. You hear someone walking around. You hear books kind of opening, being shut, the like. You kind of hear the. Oh, yeah. Thala rolls over into Daraguul. Oh, shit. She gets up and begins clothing quickly. I'm going to get some breakfast. Talk about this later. She just kind of hurries out of the room.
Of course, yes, go. I'll come out after you.
The door's already shut.
As you're talking, just shut.
And I kind of get up and stumble around and
You get dressed. The rest of you get dressed. You find your way to the kitchen eventually. Those that make their way find Thala. They're looking angry, not wanting to talk, and eating. Kiara soon makes her way to the kitchen as well, but she is deep in a book. And then another, and then another. She's walking around talking to herself and ignoring all of you. But you all do eventually make your way to the kitchen. You get food, you make it to the table, and that's where we are now. So.
Bed's on bed here.
On a side note, for this time, for some reason, I decided not to shave my facial hair that was growing.
Oh, you didn't? In that case,
No,
you got like a solid 3 inches, dude.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
It grows so
just walk
fast.
out like nothing is even like just normal.
If any of you ever had a doubt that this halfling was not indeed a halfling, now you kind of think.
I kind of like lean down and squint at him. You grow hair awful fast for a halfling.
Yes,
I knew
I
he was
agree.
you a little stocky for a halfling.
Yeah, his muscles are quite pronounced this morning.
Dwarf?
I work out.
I lift, bro.
All I've seen you do is drink.
And kill things.
Yes, that too.
Dwarf?
I just kind of like look at you and just look away and like just start acknowledging breakfast.
We'll talk about it later. It's okay.
Thala shakes her head, laughs.
So, plan for today. Still want to help out your friend,
The wiener.
the wiener.
And I hear that, and I'm kind of just like, you know, like, yeah, the wiener.
The
Right.
what?
He's,
You know,
Wants
the
us
wiener.
to touch his wiener.
yes, he's a wiener, you know, because
Yeah.
he's.
You gotta ask him about it.
Yes, well, we'll investigate the.
Wiener.
Yeah, the wiener.
Okay.
What the fuck? I just yell out like, what?
That's not nice for a monk.
I kind of like look over at Thala. You can make like awkward like like eye
Eye
contact.
contact for a moment. She looks up, blushes, and then the head goes down to her food.
20 perception. I just
Do
want
we?
to say.
Yeah. Do we notice any of this?
There's an awkwardness between Daraguul and Thala this morning.
So, do I need to make the wedding arrangements now or
I will
later?
slit your fucking throat. Do you hear me? I
We
will
need
crawl over this
glow
table,
tag.
and I will shove this fork so far down your throat. I will.
Thala,
Yes.
are you and Nikolai still a thing?
Shit. And she stands up and just turns and walks out awkwardly from the chamber.
I just kind of look back down to keep eating.
So,
I look over at Isaiah and I'm like, you just had to do it, didn't you? You just had to go and say it.
I can say the same thing to you.
I did nothing wrong.
Oh,
I did nothing wrong.
you did nothing wrong.
It doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like...
You don't know everything. You don't know the situation, honest.
All right,
Well,
all right.
the
Y'all calm down. Kiara says as she starts walking in. I need everyone out of here within the hour. I have some things to do. Yeah, lots of things. So, all right. Good?
An hour, of course.
All right, good,
Yes.
good
hour.
talk. And she just turns and back into the book and reading, talking aloud, talking to herself.
So,
Wrong one.
So,
right.
like, yeah, I finish up eating and make sure that I have cloak in hand.
yeah.
Yeah, I do
Sure.
too.
Kind of wrapped over.
Any of you that all the cloaks appeared to be of like size,
fitted?
but when you do don them, they do fit to your form.
I
This
think I
is-
can work with this.
This is cool. I like this.
Uh-huh.
I'm like whipping like the back of it around like it's a cape.
While wearing this cloak, each of you get to add 9 to your total HP.
Hey.
Oh, I'll
Oh.
fucking take that.
Mm.
To the total HP.
Everybody is rested, by the way. All that good stuff.
Oh, cool.
Great.
By the way, let me do this real quick. Paste. Dunzo. I just posted something into the Discord chat. That link will take you to the spells within Riley's spellbook. Each of these spells can be used a total of 1 time. Whenever you use them, they disappear. There's a spell check involved each time that you try to use it. Any member of the triangle can use it.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Cool. Cool.
Oh.
We should not gawk over this.
Yes.
We're on stream.
Continue.
We
So-
should wait till break or something.
This is
You guys
nice.
all gather into the main chamber.
Vogar, you're staring up at that thing, the solace barrier. You want it, but by God, for some reason you just can't have it yet. You guys are looking around at each other. Thala eventually emerges wearing her cloak. She straightens it, comes over, and just kind of stands awkwardly in the group. You guys just stand there, and you're not quite sure what to do.
Let's go looking for these ingredients.
Sure. Yeah.
Take a bottle of Dwarven Red for the
You
road.
grab a bottle, yeah.
I as well. It seems like good practice for
You
2
grab a
bottles to come.
You grab a bottle, yeah.
Beatrice.
I go
Beatrice grabs
3.
a bottle.
I
All
go
of you,
3. I grab 1.
all of you guys grab bottles and are standing in the middle of this chamber with a bunch of bottles and looking around at one another.
Everyone gets 1.
So how do we get out of here?
From which we came.
Fair enough.
You asked us silly questions, Isaiah.
And you're like, you ask a silly question, and you're looking around, and you're like,
But from where we came. And I like say it loud, like hoping like maybe the doorway will like pop open, like from where we came.
Open
Kiara kind
sesame.
of pokes her head over. You just gotta be in agreement of where you're going, and just funnel a little bit of energy into it. Really want to be there. It's a lot easier after a while. You can hold hands if you like. Sometimes it helps.
I reach up. Daraguul.
You guys all kind of, you guys awkwardly
if it
like
will help.
bottles and holding hands and are standing there. Where are you guys thinking about going?
Where do we want to go?
Well, I know the only one for sure destination we need to go to is the Lake of Mirrors. I'm sure we could find the stuff along, like the other stuff along the way.
Yeah.
So that's the only one, like where that one component is. Like I know for sure that's where it's at.
Okay.
The floating candle.
So let's go to the Lake of Mirrors.
The Lake of Mirrors, then.
Without looking in it.
So you all kind of think Lake of Mirrors. And you hear from Kiara, you didn't have to actually, and then you're gone. It feels like you're being sucked through a vacuum and spit out the other side. It's disorienting. It's not fun, kind of like a roller coaster, but it eventually does end as you all are standing in a familiar place, the Willow Woodlands. But you look around, you don't see no lake.
Is this magic broken?
No. Maybe.
Did we vote properly on what we were thinking about? Because this was not what I was thinking about.
I imagine there would be a lake.
So did I.
We're probably gotta find it first. How?
Well, okay. So what I've heard of the Lake of Mirrors, right?
You have heard of the
Yes.
Lake of Mirrors,
Drew it here.
yes.
What direction is it from Yardoon?
From Yardoon, it would be to the east. Kind of to the east, you head about 15, 16 miles.
Okay, so I activate my armor. This show me
Sure.
true north.
It does. You
So
turn,
cool.
you're facing north, so you know your directions.
Well, I know it's east of Yardoon, but if we're already east of it, we'll be farther east. But this is all I've got. I've got to be completely honest. This is all I've got.
Can I do a
I'll-
nature check to figure out like some sort of like bearings?
Well, Daraguul knows the compass. Are you trying to pinpoint exactly where you are in the vast Willow Woodlands with a nature check? Sure, go ahead and roll it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try. When's the last time that you were outside of the city?
I rolled
How
Notice he
often,
said in the
no,
vast willow.
like generally,
woodland,
like in your
Shawn.
background, like how often did you venture into the Willow Woodlands?
Well, maybe like
I spent 3 months there, so
3-4 times a year.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll take that.
There's
into
a big,
account.
still got a 1 though. So 5.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
so you're like, yeah, I know where we are. You don't know where
No,
you don't know
no.
where you are. You don't know where you are. You're definitely in the Willow Woodlands just because the willow trees. It's cool. Probably in right around the 50s if you had to guess.
ooh, nice.
They've got these cloaks.
Yeah,
But
these
yeah,
are
no,
good
I have
things.
no idea where we're at.
The survival check. See any kind of extra green shrubbery or so that would maybe point towards the direction of water.
Sure. Look at you, big brain.
Fucking 200 IQ, bud.
16 plus. Oh, good thing I picked survival. Unnatural 20.
Nice.
With an unnatural 20, you begin to meander about. And after a time, you do find a small stream going east to west.
Believe we should follow the stream. Usually it empties into a lake or another bigger body of water. You did say it was east of Daraguul, correct?
Correct, it is.
I kind of look up. I'm kind of looking at the sky. I believe this stream runs east to west.
Look at the brain on this one.
I like
think the
you.
beard is like longer too.
I like you more and more, small one.
And I just
So?
kind of just start trucking along the stream.
So you guys start heading east along the stream. All right, give me another survival check from whoever's leading.
Goat rider?
It'll probably be him.
The goat rider is the leader.
Natural 20.
Natural
That's one.
20. With ease, you are making it through the Willow Woodlands. Every time you
Always.
think that you may hit a snag in the non-road, just the, the shrubbery and the thorns and
Unbeaten
the
path.
willows, the unbeaten path, you find a way around it with ease. All of you are following. Who would like to roll a perception check? Who's keeping an eye out as you travel?
I'll keep an eye out.
Sure.
Okay.
You're walking. You kind of get up next to Vogar. You're keeping an eye out. Everything's going fine. You guys are chit-chatting.
I do a shit job. I do a 10.
With a 10, you're just kind of walking. You kind of go out ahead, You're talking to Vogar, but Vogar's kind of preoccupied. Beatrice had to stop and take a duty.
Ooh.
You're walking. Roll for me a dexterity save.
You're gonna pay for that perception check. You're gonna pay with your HP, dog.
I am. It's okay. I expect it. 15.
With a 15, you're walking, and then your right foot gives, and you pull back and you look down. Like, there's a hole now in the forest floor where your foot just stepped, and you pull back. It starts to break away in front of you. Good, like, little 3-foot round hole there.
Watch
Alright,
out for
headed
this
in.
hole.
Everybody's kind of walking up, and you all hear, watch out for this hole. Don't kind of stop. You can see it.
That is a hole.
Can I look in the hole?
Sure, you walk over, you peek down in the hole. With your dark vision, you see something moving down there. Lots of somethings. Slender, long.
You son of a bitch.
You hear the hiss of something.
I move away. I move away from the hole.
In which direction? So you're facing
Take your
east.
check.
Backwards, away from it.
You move backwards, kind of to the end of the group, and you're looking at them.
What's in the hole?
It's a pit of snakes.
Snakes.
Yes,
Snakes.
snakes.
Oh shit!
hate
I step back.
snakes.
You step back.
I light a torch and I toss it in the hole.
Oh, Jesus.
You light a torch and
Okay.
you look at everyone and you're just kind of like, it's fine, and you toss it down.
I
You start to
hate
hear
snakes.
the scurrying.
Goodness, small one.
You start to hear the scurrying about, the deep hisses of pain. After a few moments, they begin to stop. Ahead of you, more holes start to like break through. The debris, the ground begins to fall.
Ah,
A
shit,
little
dude.
bit at a time.
Did you put this
You
on
start to feel a shuddering in the ground, Vogar, as you take a step back, some of the earth in front of you falling.
me? Ooh.
As you guys all stand back with one another, the ground in front of you in a cone all begins to kind of cave away here and there. You hear
What
a
have you
very
done, small
loud
one?
hiss.
I
very
believe dash
deep
is a movement, correct?
Hiss.
Vogar, what the fuck happened?
And as you guys
Don't you
are
put this on
talking to
me.
one another, what is going on? In an instant, a creature rises from below. The biggest fucking snake you've ever seen has just locked eyes with you. And it doesn't seem happy. With that, let's take a break before we get into initiative.
You son of a bitch, you and your fucking snake hole.
Welcome all back from break. A creature has risen from the depths below because Vogar decided to throw a torch on it. Let's go ahead and roll
sure, put that
initiative,
on me.
guys.
Oh,
You see
fuck.
this giant, large, green and black snake.
What are these rolls tonight? God.
Let's go ahead and start the encounter.
The true disappointment in your voice, Shawn. You're like, God, man.
Oh shit!
That's a 4 for initiative.
All right, Isaiah got a 4.
I
Vogar,
rolled a nat 1
a 1. Honest.
Hey.
plus 2 equals 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
3.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Those two.
Daraguul,
13 minus 1 is 12.
what'd you get, honest?
I got a 9 plus 3,
So it's 12.
so 12.
And then
Ooh.
16, 18.
He wins.
All right. The creature rises. Vogar, you are backpedaling the best that you can. It snaps out toward the party, hitting that in front. A 1 and a 2 in you, a 3 and a 4 is Beatrice as you guys were in the front. Vogar, you push in front of Beatrice, trying to take the brunt of this thing that is coming at you, but it is a natural 1. So, you try to push in front of Beatrice, but she kind of grabs you with a horn, pulls you back, turns, and the horn jabs itself into the open maw of this snake, dealing, well, a whole 1 point of damage, but we'll take it.
Hey, it's a point of damage.
Chipping
The
away.
snake
chipping
arcs
away.
back, hissing. It is now Thala's turn. Yay! Thala is going to run backwards. She stops sliding on her knees and lets fly 2 arrows toward the creature. The first one is a 6, which does not hit. The second one is an 11, which just misses. So, sorry guys, Daraguul. Before you,
Oh, go ahead.
Before you, there's a giant snake in the air. It's hovering out of this giant hole that are all about. It doesn't look happy. What would you like to do?
Yeah, very coolly in anime-esque, like walk toward it and then like slowly pull out the great sword and yeah. I move toward it as best I can.
Yeah, you move up just
And-
past Vogar, and the ground before you is gone.
Oh, cool.
About 15 feet away, over just kind of sunken earth, and you look down, it probably drops a good 15 to 20 feet or so. The snake hovers before you.
Love it. Can I hit this snake?
It's 15 feet away, and there's no ground currently where you are. So,
Right,
and all
right.
around you, there's holes in the ground. It would take a slow pace to navigate your way through the maze of holes in the ground. You can do that if you like. How much movement speed you got?
30 movement speed.
Yeah, take you another turn to kind of maneuver yourself onto the opposite side to try and hit this beast. And that's assuming that the ground that does look like ground is actually ground.
Right. It could not be ground at all.
Yeah.
I cast sleep.
You cast sleep. All right, is that a... You roll for that, right?
There's not. It just happens.
Are you doing... Is this like one of your spells?
Yes. I mean, it's on the paladin list.
Okay, I didn't know if you like pulled out Riley's book or something.
No, it's a paladin spell.
All right.
All right, so I roll 5d8.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so 18 on the first 3. And then we roll our 1s. 10 after that.
28?
So 28.
28.
28 is less than the HP of the creature.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got. That is my ranged attack.
You all watch as Daraguul walks forward. He draws his great sword, but realizes he can't get any closer. Angrily, he sheathes it he grabs his holy symbol and speaks the words of Azaran toward the snake that looks at him attentively, and nothing happens. Honest, it is your turn.
I'm gonna throw a dart at it.
You take a step to the side and you quickly throw a dart toward the creature.
That's probably a miss. So 4 + 5, 9.
9. The dart goes wide.
I yell out, "Fuck!"
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Isaiah, it is your turn.
So this book. There's a lot of good
Who
stuff in
has the book?
it.
I picked it up.
You
initially.
did.
Picked it up. So I don't have it. Okay. Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
you go.
All right.
Yeah.
But con save at 13.
I can try that for you. 10 plus 1. That is an 11.
Alright. So
We're getting hype over here, guys. We're getting a little hype.
Yeah, dude, I'm feeling it too.
well that's a whopping 2 damage.
All right. So Moonbeam, that is the circle of energy that cascades down upon a creature?
Yep.
All right. So in a fixed location, you all watch as your friend Isaiah walks up. The wind kind of gusts around him as he does, and a beam of energy falls down upon the snake. You head-banging son of a bitches. The snake rears back in pain. Anything else with your turn, Isaiah?
Yeah.
Vogar the Goat Rider and Beatrice.
Oh yeah.
There's a giant snake.
Well, I'm gonna try ensnaring strike.
All right.
Never cast it before, so it does say a weapon attack, not a melee attack. So I'm going to draw my bow, attempt to shoot it with my bow, and then
All right.
if I hit, then I'll bother telling you anymore.
All right. Cool. You let me know what that attack roll is first, then.
Oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's a 2 plus 4, so 6.
A
I
6.
just shoot my arrow widely.
So you watched Isaiah. He looked really cool as he walked up, the wind kind of flowing about him, and he kind of casted this energy down, and it's dealing damage. It's great. So you're like, all right, I got this. You pull out the bow, and you just kind of look at him, nod your head, let fly. Who knows where that arrow went? Is that your turn?
I was shooting something on the other side of the snake.
Yeah, totally. Does
in my
Beatrice
turn.
do anything?
No. Bless her
Okay.
heart.
At the top of initiative, we have La Snake.
It starts its turn in it. So
Vogar
Make
the
it
Goat
save
Rider. I'm sorry that I'm targeting you, but I swear to God it's random at the moment.
It's all
The
good.
creature arcs forward and with a 16 comes down in a shooting strike towards you. Does that hit?
16 is right on the money.
You take 11 points of piercing damage. It comes down, it bites you quickly, tries to pull you up, but you manage to grab Beatrice and pull yourself free. Some of the fangs kind of raking across your body.
Probably hurts more than the burning hand.
Thala screams out your name and lets fly 2 arrows, which actually both hit this time. Got a 4. Got a 3. 17 points of damage to the creature. 2 arrows hit it, helping it as it seemed like it was going to come in for another attack. They hit kind of the upper section of the snake, pushing it back. That is its turn. That is Thala's turn. Daraguul.
I forgot I have javelins.
You have a javelin.
I have javelins. So
Things
I'm
are
going
not
to throw
working
it.
out for you today. You're
Yes.
thinking of the events of earlier. You reach over your back and grab one of the freaking javelins that's just hanging there that everyone can see, and they're wondering why you're not helping right now. But you're like, I got this. Roll an attack, sir.
I shall throw my javelins.
All right.
Throw them.
It is a natty 14 plus 6. A natty 20.
Yeah, it hits. That hits.
Cool. A 4 plus 4 is 8. So
8 points of
getting
damage.
let fly.
Around the
Pretty
same
good.
spot where the 2 arrows hit, a javelin now is protruding. The snake is growing, well, not growing, but he's rising higher into the sky above. Anything else with your turn?
That I retreat just a bit from the.
Sure, you back up a bit. Honest?
I throw another dart.
All right, roll an attack, sir.
One of these days, I tell you.
16 plus 5.
16 hits, my friend.
All right. Ooh, 7 piercing damage.
Nice. You guys are all targeting kind of center mass below the face of this creature, just pelting it with projectiles. It is arcing back, seeming like it's about to come in for a strike. Is that the end of your turn, Honest?
Yes.
Isaiah. There's a moonbeam there.
Yeah. Did the snake move out of the moonbeam?
Nope.
Okay, so it should have made that save on its start of its turn.
Okay, it had a 14. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah, it was just half. oh, it's a 10. Oh, okay. I rolled double 10s on that one, so it's to be 10 damage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and that's also a concentration. So I will do Earth Tremor. Be a dex of 13.
Earth Tremor. Explain to me, read to me how Earth Tremor works. Like is it shaking the ground about it?
Yes.
We all need to make a dex save.
Because the ground is not there. It's 25 feet below. You'd have to move up and target the ground below.
Well,
You can do it. You just got to move up.
Yeah, dude. You just gotta get close.
What's the range?
it's like 60 feet.
Yeah, so on a spot within 60 feet. So you just kind of got to, like, hit, like, down there, you know?
Oh.
You can do it. I was just curious.
Oh
not a
no, it's a range. It's a range area of 10 feet. I'm sorry. So no, I can't do that then.
Well, so what's the range on it? Within 10 feet? So you cascade it out from you?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the ground is kind of falling away around it. There's a good distance all the way about it. So thematically, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but you could try it if you wanted to.
No. And I have no other range spells. So
You still have Moonbeam up, don't you?
yeah,
Can't you move it?
I could move it.
How far can you move it?
I can move it 60 feet.
You ever thought
Yeah,
about
60
moving
feet.
it and putting it back on top of it?
Yep. I'll do
Rocking
that.
the effect again?
Yep. I'll do that.
Okay.
I like to think that you sort of just reach out and re-empower the beast.
Oh, he does. That's how I was going to thematically do it. He rolls a natural 1. So you're thinking, what can I do? I will shake the ground, but, well, it's already shaking the ground. So you put your fist out. The wind begins to whip up around you. Your necklace begins to burn as you close your fist, dealing
11 damage.
11 damage. Big damage. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, Vogar. The creature is slouching, waving about. What do you do?
Wiping the sweat off my brow since the last time I missed, a piece of sweat actually dripped in my eye.
Yeah.
Of course, small
Yeah,
one, of course.
totally.
I pull my bow again, take a
And
shot.
you let fly.
I still did cast the snaring strike, so if I hit,
Hey, maybe
I'll
you'll
get
hit
to
this
use it.
time.
10 plus 4.
A 10 plus
14.
4 does hit.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
This is this is big time. This is big time.
All right, so 1d8. Sorry, the lights are off in my house, so I gotta use my phone as a flashlight.
Oh, dude.
4, and then I
I feel
get
so
an
bad
extra-
for you, dude. How much?
Oh, so I did 4 damage with my arrow. Now make a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines.
Magical
You take one.
vines.
Ooh.
So, you all watch
I like how
as
he said it.
Vogar seeming angry. He hasn't really contributed thus far. He runs forward. He like takes the arrow out into the bow, lets it fly, and then drops the bow. You watch as it flies, but then vines from all around begin to shoot up toward the arrow as it collides with the snake. Vogar then begins to walk up these thick vines toward the creature, pulling out his axe before coming down on the head. You hear the crack. It begins to sway, and as it falls forward, Vogar elegantly rolls off of it onto the ground, hands out to the side in a bow formation.
Fuck yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Good job,
Told you I hate
small one.
snakes.
And it slurps back into the hole.
Ah, shit! I can't get my javelin back. Can I look down? It's like, see how far it is.
You look down. It's 25 feet or so ish.
Ah, fuck, it's lost. Fuck it, it's gone.
So, you guys take a breather. The ground you stand on does not seem safe in the current area. You do hear the lighter hisses. There's still snakes about for sure.
Let
Shall
us
I-
carefully get out of here.
Shall I light the rest on fire?
Goodness, small one, no.
I mean, Moonbeam's still up for like a minute. I could have just.
Plugging holes.
Do you?
Roasting them.
I mean, sure, it's up for a minute.
If
Yeah,
you tell
why
me
not?
what you want to do.
I'll like move it up and down the gully, like as far as I can.
Sure. You begin to move it up and down the way. Give me just 1 second. As you do,
Oh,
several other large heads begin to erupt. You see 4 this time. It seems like there was more than one, and they are heading quickly in your direction. What do you guys do?
Get the fuck out of here.
We're dashing. We're dashing.
You turn
oh God.
and begin to run.
Like very fleet-footed, like we're searching the ground. We're not just running in a straight line blindly.
Sure. Give me a survivability check, leader. You run forward on Beatrice, and you're hopping about, trying to find the path that may get you out of here.
13 plus 4, 17.
With a 17, you are running the best you can. You're looking at the paths. You're kind of low to the ground. You're a small guy, but you wouldn't admit it. The rest of you, I need dexterity checks as you're running. Let's see if anybody falls behind or if everyone's keeping up. Took some time for the creatures to get all the way up out of the holes.
Daraguul has a minus in dex.
Yeah, dude, you're in for this one. 7 minus 1, 6, dog.
Oh no, I knew it.
I got a 15.
Honest, you are running and you kind of feel the heat, the breath of these creatures behind you. You feel the wind as they dash forward. You are running.
With that good of a check?
I'm not done. You're running, you're keeping up with Vogar. On the other hand, natural 20 on Isaiah and a 18 on Daraguul.
Oh no, it's attack. That's an attack.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Give me just a second. We'll start with Isaiah. 8, 19, 20, 26. Nope, 24. You take 24 bludgeoning damage. The creature comes around you, spins about your body, and begins to squeeze. Are you just...
I beast shape into something smaller.
Well, it's not your turn.
Fuck.
Goddamn druid.
Are you still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Now I need from you... Oh, no, you can't do it until your turn. You're restrained and you took all that damage. Daraguul. Wow, you take 14 bludgeoning damage as another one of the snakes wraps around you and begins to squeeze. You are also restrained. Vogar, Thala, and Honest and Beatrice, you turn. 2 of your allies are restrained by 2 of the snakes that have pursued the party.
All right, are we keeping with the initiative order? Or are
We are. I am just going to re-add. Give me just a second. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and re-roll initiative. Because who fucking knows?
Can I do something even though we're out of initiative?
5 plus 2, 7.
Give me just a second. Just a second, guys.
You got 1 second. Yeah.
Connor, start it. Thala. Yep. Honest?
I got an 18.
Vogar.
Ooh. 7.
Isaiah.
Natural 20 plus 2, 22.
Daraguul.
19 minus 1 is 18.
I
Again,
love it,
me and
dude.
my
I
share
love it,
initiative.
dude.
Again.
I love it. So, you've been entangled or restrained by this creature, taking damage, but you said you wanted to try and do something before we entered initiative?
Yeah, so is Shawn within 30 feet of me?
He may be. It's hard to see encased in a giant snake.
Okay, so I would, after an attack within 30 feet deals damage to an attacker, not me.
Sure.
I can use my reaction to force that attacker to make a wisdom save of 13. On a failure of the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half on success.
Okay. It is a 10.
Okay, so it would take, what'd you take, Shawn?
Yeah.
24.
I took 24.
24. So it would take 24 radiant
I
damage.
gotcha. So the snake wraps around Isaiah and then the second one around you. But as you hear his screams, you feel the power within you, that divine energy, and you scream out. The rest of you watch as white radiant energy kind of shimmers out from Daraguul's location, hitting the other snake. So, top of initiative, it is Isaiah.
Wild shaping into.
Another snake.
Yeah.
Technically, I could. I could turn into another snake, but just not as big.
Just
You can't-
confuse it.
You can't do things that can fly yet, right?
No,
No, not yet.
I transform into a cat because it's small. So hopefully, I
Okay.
just
Ooh, it's nimble too.
yeah.
You
and
transform into a cat, falling down between the folds of this snake, hitting the ground and running.
nimble. Yes.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Keep running.
Sure, Daraguul. What do you do?
Yes. I am laced up with this thing.
Yes, there is a DC for escape if you want to try it.
Let me look at my spell list and then let's make that save. Let's see if we can't get out of here. All right. It's strength.
It is going to be, I will allow you to make a strength check. Yes.
Ooh, could I do athletics then?
Yeah, strength is athletics, so if you're proficient in it, you get
Alrighty,
that
so
second tier.
it's a natty 15
You just need at least one
plus
more.
6.
There you go.
Yeah, so 21.
With that radiant energy, that shout, it loosens and you push and you fall, hitting the ground, rolling, and begin to run? Or what? What do you
Oh
do?
yeah, dude, I'll get the fuck out of
Okay,
there.
okay, so you begin to run. Honest, you're about 2 turns ahead of the giant snakes and your allies behind you.
I toss a dart and run.
Okay, so you stop to toss a dart. Roll an attack. The one where Daraguul was, or the one where Isaiah was?
The one where Isaiah was.
Sure.
I missed. I got a 10.
10 does miss. You turn and run?
Yeah.
Wow, Thala just rolled a 3 and a 4. So she would just miss. She shoots 2 arrows in quick succession before turning and running. The snake that was attacking what is now a cat is looking for the little creature that it feels running along the ground. It is going to get a nope. It doesn't seem to notice. What a shit check. And then Daraguul, you are running, correct?
Yes.
The creature, the snake that you are running from is on your tail. A 10, does it hit?
It does not.
So the snake kind of jars out, trying to grab you and bite you, but it hits a willow tree to the side as you kind of duck around. It kind of pulls away. You all begin to run as fast as you can. Give me one more round of dexterity checks to see if we get away. This is a group roll.
Okay.
Am I far enough ahead where I still roll, or?
If you would like to add to the group roll for your party, yes. If not, don't worry about it.
Absolutely.
I need you to carry
I'll
me,
give you.
boys.
Hey, let me give you this. Let me give you this, Jay. You can
Got a
roll
7.
and. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nope,
Disregard.
Too late. Too
Tell
late
me.
now.
No. I lied.
You can roll and add to the group roll and be unaffected by the outcome if it is negative. Or you can, not roll and just keep running and be away.
Oh, no. I'm with the party.
Yeah.
Could
that's
I
right.
use
the 7.
acrobatics?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. I got a 16
9. Sorry. 9.
using
16,
acrobatics.
9. Isaiah?
15.
Okay. And then the decider.
Oh boy.
That's tough. 9 minus 1 is 8.
Oh.
But as
can
a
I say?
group, it is very well because Vogar and Thala has turned around to pull you guys forward as you head into the thicket where these giant creatures are seemingly not able to get to. You run for a while, eventually finding that stream, following it out into an open area, and before you, a lake bed.
Ooh.
Oh,
It does
boy.
seem like you were closer than what you thought. And the only thing that really gives you the way that maybe this is the place is the floating candles above the lake. There is a mist coming off the water.
So, can we just take one of these candles and go?
What is the lore, again, of this lake?
Yeah, he makes a good point.
Who of you knows the lore of the lake?
I thought it was Daraguul, I thought.
Yes, what do I know of the Lord of the Lake? I'll roll,
You can roll a
I'll
history check.
on
You
it.
can roll a history check.
Ooh, if I know my history, it's like I know them, that's a -1.
You know where it's
11
at.
minus 1 is 10.
You know where it's at. You've been there.
Mhm.
You've never done anything there. It's a creepy
Do
lake.
we all know the childhood thing that you said earlier about if you look in it, you like fucks like you like.
Oh, that's right. You
Almost
guys
like
already
drown.
did grant some internation. Some. Oh, it was from the childhood tales. I thought you guys were talking about like actual, factual history stuff. Yes, you guys would all know that from
Childhood
your-
stories is factual enough for
You
me.
may be right. Yes, it is said that if you look into the lake of mirrors, bad things happen. Is the easiest way to say it.
I
A
just
lot
like
of drownings. A lot of drownings. Your mom told you if you wandered off in the Willow Woodlands, you'd wander into the Lake of Mirrors and you'd drown. Because your reflection would grab you and pull you in.
Damn, mom was cutthroat.
Yep.
Just wanted to
Damn.
make sure you wasn't going away, man.
how many of these candles do we need?
Only 1.
I'm going to attempt to shoot. So I'm going to tie a rope to an arrow and
Yeah.
shoot a candle and try to pull it back
Okay. Interesting.
without getting anywhere close to the lake. I'm just going to try this for one time before we
Just to
risk
see.
sudden death.
I will let you know that the candles are not very robust, we'll say.
Nah,
Think
you're
of it
gonna
like
destroy it.
a candle at the top that you stick on a candelabra, maybe, 10 to 12 inches, maybe almost an inch around, you know?
Ooh, you know what? I got a net. Do something with
There we
it.
go.
Try and
They
shoot
only-
the net up there or something.
They only float about 5 to 10 feet above the lake before you.
Oh, dude, yeah. Let's just take it. We'll get
I'm
2
not
guys.
even 5 feet tall.
We'll, we'll throw the net out and try and swoop them in.
There you go.
Sure. Roll for me
Alright.
a strength check to throw the net.
Okay.
You can roll with advantage if Vogar, someone else is helping you.
Natty 17 and Natty
Sure,
19.
sure. You throw it out. Now give me
Plus
another one to pull it
6.
back because you're throwing it at air and you're trying to grab them and pull them back.
Natty 15 and Natty 19.
So you like throw it
two
up.
26s.
It fans out, but you have a line to it so you can pull back quickly so it doesn't just all fall into the lake, you know. And you pull really hard, and it wasn't that hard. You got, let's see, 5. You managed to get 8 candles out of that little attempt there.
Hey, dude, look.
Nice.
I jump up and high five you. Ugh.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, we did it.
Fuck
8
yeah.
candles. Just like that.
I feel like
do they float the whole time, or?
Whenever you
Like,
touch
is the net
them,
floating?
no, it's not. Once you did that, they just kind of fell to the ground once they hit the shoreline there.
We didn't break them, did we?
I'm sure
You
they're
know,
fine.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, this has to be fine, right? Like, once you touch it, does it float?
Yeah. Anything else on the shopping list? This was.
Yes,
Not
let
too
me see here. Glowcap mushrooms and silverleaf willow branches. So, trees and mushrooms.
Well, we are in a willow woodlands. You just said willow branches.
Yes, it does make sense.
Wait,
I roll.
silver.
Yes. Might I know if there's a silver portion of the willow woodlands? Like a silver
someone can
themed
grow
part?
them.
You're not quite sure as to what those are. The candle part was pretty easy. You passed through here, you saw floating candles.
Uh-huh.
As to the glowcap mushrooms, and you know, you're not sure.
Right.
Possibly druid.
I was gonna say,
crafted
but
mushrooms?
there is a druid in the party.
That says like Drew.
Hi,
Roll
druid
for me a
here.
history check. See if you've ever seen glowcap mushrooms. They're kind of a
Oh,
delicacy.
okay.
Think of them as like fucking truffles.
Okay,
Oh.
18 plus 4.
Yeah, you've seen glowcap mushrooms before.
Yeah, they exist.
Yeah, you've seen glowcap mushrooms before.
So I just gotta these.
A
I
handful.
make the
You,
mushrooms.
you just have them on hand now?
Yeah.
Literally, you watch as mushrooms form in his hand several, and the heads of them they glow blue.
Yes, we require those as well.
Oh,
They taste
There you
like crap, but they look pretty. That's kind of the
Yeah.
thing.
This is the first time, Isaiah, that we actually seen your magic other than Moonbeam, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you guys watched him do that crazy shit earlier.
Yeah. So we had the Moonbeam and then the plants.
hmm
Okay.
They taste bad, but are they edible?
I mean, you could eat them. I don't recommend it. They're not that good.
They have a
How many did
laxative
we need?
effect.
Yeah.
Cool. Keep them. I don't require them.
I don't need them. Are you sure? Sure.
Yes, I'm fine.
What else did we need, Daraguul?
Silverleaf willow branches.
Can you make those too?
I don't know. Can I?
Let's see. Isn't it gonna be funny if you could have
11
stayed home
plus
and made both of
4.
these and bought some candles from the store?
The entire time.
15.
With a 15? Yeah.
Kick
So,
ass.
literally, this was for nothing.
I mean, we needed the candles. I can't do that. I can't do it.
I hate snakes with a passion.
I officially hate snakes now.
Did you not see how he dispatched the snake from before? He hates them.
Yes, he.
Well,
With a
yes.
passion.
It was such a passionate kill.
And we came out here for nothing when he could make stuff with his hands.
Yes, I believe so. You couldn't have
wasn't
told us
all
this
for
before we
nothing.
left.
It wasn't all for nothing. We got the candles.
I feel like we could have bought floating candles.
I haven't seen any of these anything like that before.
Let's kind of look at Beatrice. She's also
looks,
terrified of snakes.
She looks quite upset at the situation. Kind of giving you that all this could have been avoided and we could have stayed home look.
Yeah, like I'm kind of like trying to not bring attention to it, but I'm like visibly disappointed. Like, motherfucker.
I'm glad it took you guys this long to figure it out. It's kind of funny.
Oh.
So I reactivate my armor and west.
Okay. So you guys would
good.
like to start traveling back to Yardoon on foot. Who's
Better idea.
I'm going to ride Beatrice. I'm
Better
It has
only
been a-
walking.
yeah.
I'm upset.
What was you saying, Shawn?
Couldn't we just hold on? We have these cloaks. Couldn't?
Yeah,
Well,
we have the
no, we need to
cloaks.
disappear. She didn't want us in there. Fuck.
Damn it.
It's been past an hour. I'm sure she'll be fine.
She said a
Should
few
we hold
days
hands
Vogar.
again? Yeah. Fine.
Okay, I have.
We can go back if you like.
Use the. Can't we go?
I think we
use
can only
the
go
close
there
to-
and then where we choose after. We could
So what if we
pop
go
in and
there and then pop back out?
we
But
could.
it takes
Pop,
us
pop.
so long.
It took like 30 seconds before Daraguul. Do you have somewhere else to be in the next minute?
I suppose not. I just don't want to upset Kiara's all.
I'm sure if we're quiet.
It's up to you. I don't mind. We can head back on foot or pop in and pop out.
She's already pissed off, and I don't think she has quite the
Well-
greatest view of us.
I don't know. Well, the more I think about it, I think we should use the cloaks. You know, like they're there for a reason.
He's got a point.
And I'm about to die.
He is about to die. We could not risk another encounter.
Are all of your ribs broken? And why was you a kitty cat before?
Long story. Long story.
You know what? You're doing some weird stuff, man. Some real weird stuff.
We're all doing some weird stuff. Just at this point, I'm just.
I beg your
You make
pardon.
things with your hands. You turn into a cat.
He turns into a bomb.
Yeah, what is up with you guys?
He has the bomb thing. You have the divine thing.
I like
have-
I take a visible step towards Vogar. What's going on with you guys?
I don't get it.
Are we gonna? What is
Yes,
going
let's
on?
go.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So we'll just
All right,
hold hands
small
or
one, big
whatever.
hand again.
Give me your hand, small one.
So you guys all interclasp hands, and where are you thinking of?
Beatrice's hoof. Oh,
Uh-huh.
can we
Beatrice
to
did
think
come with you
anywhere
last
else?
time.
Eh.
Do what?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
You said, like, so any place we can go?
I'm just asking you what you're thinking of. What are we thinking of? Thala asks.
We tried just to go straight to Yardoon.
Yeah.
Do we
Let's
try?
just try to think of Yardoon.
Let's go back to Tagsby lived in the not the Marauders district, but he lived in the was it the market? Is that what you said it was?
Wait,
You were in the Icy Incubus. Were you in the Icy Incubus?
Yeah, when we met.
Cities, towns,
I feel like
villages.
I should click my heels.
Yardoon. We are looking for the Icy Incubus. Just 1 second. Let me find this tavern. It is in the Marauders district near the market square. Yes. So you all clasp hands and you think of
Click our
the
heels?
Icy Incubus?
Yeah, 3 times.
You know, I don't think we actually have to, and you're gone.
That needs to be a thing.
In a moment's time, you open your eyes, and you're standing in front of the Icy Incubus, but there are several passerbys that are looking at you in awe, and there are children that are running away screaming. People are walking away
Behold!
quickly. People are yelling for guards.
Guards, I don't like this. Let's get out of here.
No one seems to be
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
paying
fuck.
attention, and you do see an older woman walk over to a passing militiaman, talking loudly, speaking of people that just showed up in the middle of the street, and he looks at her like she's crazy and just kind of waves and, sorry. Sorry, just go about your business.
Not a problem.
Oh,
Don't even worry about it.
Should check her for drugs.
What are you? Okay, and he turns and he like runs toward her and grabs her and starts like pushes her up against the wall and is going through her packs.
This just turned into an episode of Bad Boys.
I feel like she's on the devil's route.
Yes, I think
He like
she is
looks
too.
at you, his eyes go wide. Serious? And he's like now he's like going through her clothing.
And I kind of like nudge everyone like,
Get the fuck out of here.
Where are you guys going?
I'm gonna head to Tagsby's address. He gave me it on a piece of
He
paper.
did give
in
you
the
his
cabin.
address. He lives in the Radiant Way.
Yeah, so I head to the Radiant Way.
Sure. You're heading that way. What I will let you guys know is as you are walking, by the way, we can change up the music a little bit because Jesus Christ, it's been sad for so long. There are, as in many towns, go ahead, sure. What'd you say?
Oh, I just assumed like we were just in imminent death no matter what.
Right, that is definitely
whole
how my Grimm tales go. But there are town criers.
Oh.
Just so you guys know. And good lord, did I just lose my fucking note on that? I'm gonna be really upset if I did.
Oh no.
Very upset if I did.
It's disappointing, really.
It is disappointing. It's not a big deal because I know what I wanted to say. So, as you guys are walking, essentially what you start hearing from the town criers and what you're reading in the local newspaper of the day is that a vote of no confidence has been taken against High Lord Drixon. He is indisposed and said to be very ill. There was a unanimous vote. Desmond Brightwing has taken control of the Council of Yardoon and been named High Lord. War is imminent on the province, as Desmond promises that he will not back down to the demands of the dwarves of Dorothrok, and that's pretty much what is being repeated over and over by the town criers as you guys are walking toward the Radiant Way.
Guy sounds like a prick.
Yes, he does.
More than you know.
Motherfucker puts me out of a job. Puts me out of a home. Starts a fake war. I'm getting real worked up at this point.
You want to calm yourself while we're walking through the goddamn streets? Jeez.
I don't know, Thala. I personally like him like this.
I do. Sometimes. Not right now.
Oh,
You guys
Kick
can
his
see
ass
walking.
I've
every
heard.
day.
I like walk furiously through the Radiant Way.
Is everybody heading to the address of Tagsby?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are heading toward Tagsby Rollick's estate. There's nothing you want to do along the way. It doesn't take very long. to
Let's get money first. And then
Sure,
Yeah, that will do.
sure. You make it to the small stone estate that is addressed to. You walk up to onto the porch and begin to bang on the door.
Mhm.
Coming. The door like peeks open. And he looks. Oh,
Tagsby.
yes.
And I
Get on.
extend my
Can I
hand,
help you?
like to shake again.
He's like peeking out of the doorway.
It's
you
me,
can't s-
Daraguul.
He's acting weird as a friend.
Yes, I told you, he's quite quaint. I have recovered the items you need.
Oh, okay. And the door shuts. You hear some rummaging around. The door cracks
He's
open.
He's very,
A
very
small pouch
cautious.
gets thrown out onto the porch. Just leave him there, and then the door shuts.
And I kind of like look around to them like, this is weird.
What the hell kind of friend is this?
I'll be right back.
And an old one. And I pick up the bag, or the pouch rather, and I look through it.
It's a pouch of gold.
Tagsby, you want to come out here, or?
I'm busy. Just leave it there. Thank you.
Is there like a alleyway nearby, like
It's a
right by his
house.
house or anything?
No, it's just a house and an open lot.
Can I go to the side of the house?
Sure, if you want to.
I would like to do that and turn into a spider.
Sure.
Oh my.
I was hoping you were going to do something like that.
And I would like to climb his house.
Okay, you climb his house.
Is there like a window or anything?
There are several, yes.
Any of them open?
No, none of them are open.
Hmm.
Not that you can see on this side, anyway. You are a spider,
Is
big
it-
house.
What about back door? Front door? I'm guessing the front door's still open.
Any kind of
no,
cracks.
shut it.
Hmm.
I mean, you could see in the window if that's what your purpose is. They're
Sure,
right there on the other side of the window. There's several people in, like, robes sitting on the ground around talking heatedly about something.
I go back down. There's a bunch of other people. Does see what they look like?
Elves, humans, gnomes, dwarves, all in robes.
They're in robes, talking heated about something.
You tell us that?
Yes.
I knock on the door again.
Oh my god. What? What do you want?
Tagsby, come
Yep.
out here.
The door opens. Yes.
What are you doing in there, Tagsby? That you can't greet an old friend at the door.
We're not friends. I hired you. I paid you. Leave the stuff at the door. And, I'm busy. And he shuts the door.
Tagsby, how do you know that I won't just take everything and take the gold as well?
The door comes and he opens it. Listen, I'm not a fan of Ophius any longer, and yeah, we've all moved on to something better, and the door shuts.
And I knock on it once more.
Dear God. He opens the door. Yes?
Tagsby, what have you moved on to from Ophius?
Something better. I'm just trying to get everybody else on board.
Pitch it to me.
No, and he shuts the door.
I try to stop him. I try to take my quarterstaff and like wedge it between the door.
Sure, you wedge it between the door.
Careful now,
He opens it back up. Would you like me to call the guards? Guards! Guards! He starts to scream.
I just like start to like back away, like away from the whole group. Me and Beatrice kind of like, oh.
And he's like trying to push your stick away.
What? What? We just want the sales pitch.
No.
That's
and he
it.
tries to shut the door.
I like, fine.
The door
I pulled my-
shuts.
If you'd like, I can catch his house on fire at a later time. It's kind of still too bright out right now.
His friend's in a cult. I don't know. What to
I
say.
think that I'd like that. And I kind of like take the shit and like throw it on the ground real fucking hard, like trying to break it off.
You throw it on
smash
the ground as hard as you can and take a couple steps atop it.
Hey, Tagsby, your shit's out here on the law.
You don't hear a reply. You do hear muttered voices
the-
on the other side of the door, though.
Daraguul, he wasn't your friend, was he?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
How did you feel when you found out that Honest was lying to you about the old man in the Willow Woodland?
I felt kind of bad.
So, how do you think I feel?
Not good. I'm sorry for lying about Tagsby. He's a dick.
Hey, he paid us. It's all that matters.
How much?
DM.
Huh?
And I kind of like,
Do what?
Do I know what Devil's Root looks like?
Yeah.
Could I druidcraft that?
oh,
Because of where it comes from, it would be difficult, but is it possible? Maybe.
I want to try to at least make something that looks like Devil's Root.
Oh, that wouldn't.
Why
be an
would
issue.
you do that?
It wouldn't be an issue.
Make actual devil's root.
You're thinking
I'm
of this in your
planting-
mind. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be an issue at all. I mean,
I
You can
look
always
over.
sell it.
No, I'm planting it on the guy so he gets arrested. What do you think I'm trying to do?
Oh, I thought you were thinking of a way to make money.
That too. We're working on that, but more pressing matters.
We're running a con.
Yeah.
A fake Devil's Root con.
Isaiah, remind me that how many animals can you turn into, by the way, speaking of cons?
Well, I could any animal I want. Well, to an extent, nothing huge, or I could fly or swim.
Finish what you're doing now, and then I have an idea for more money. I would like to pursue later.
Okay, so first of all, I drew to craft something that looks like Devil's Root.
Sure. Easy enough to do.
Okay. Now, I find like something to wrap it up.
Okay.
I take all the gold out of the pouch and give him
Hands over the pouch to you. You have a pouch.
You can put all of the gold in my pouch.
Yeah, let me count this real quick.
And then I go back to the dude's house, set it there.
Uh-huh.
Go find the nearest guard.
Yes, citizen.
Back away
Can I
from
help
the
you?
house. So get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, we're not at the house. We're not at the house. We're not.
Yeah.
Just
we're
a
out.
younger,
Yeah, we're
younger
going
human
fast.
man in the green and yellow of the Yardu militia.
Yes, hello, sir. I'm sorry to bother you, but I saw some shady individuals by blah 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 blah's house.
Where?
I point the direction to the house. There's like a bunch of stuff
In this
there.
neighborhood? You got to be kidding me.
I
did you
Like
say?
the same guard from before. He was searching the lady.
I know. It's town. I don't know what's happening. My
Wait.
family's been here for centuries. Yes.
Were you the one? The woman? We
The
found
woman.
Devil's Root in her bag.
No.
Ooh.
I think she stopped by that house. That's probably where she got it from. You need
These
to go check
streets
that
need to
now.
be cleaned up. Where?
Yes. I point the direction to the house.
He like runs off and grabs some more militiamen that were patrolling the street and begins to head over toward the porch. And you guys at a distance, a far away, are looking. He reaches down, starts to go through things, tossing the candles and the glow cap mushrooms.
Yeah.
But he pulls out that small pouch. He looks at it, and you see a heated exchange between him and the other militiamen before he turns and kicks the door in and just starts running in. Over the next few minutes, there are more militiamen that show up as the bells begin to ring, and then these robed individuals,
the
one
bells.
at a time, begin to be pulled out of the estate in cuffs.
Do we feel happy about what we've done today, fellas?
Should have played ball, Tagsby.
Should've played
Should've
ball.
played ball.
I look at Isaiah and go, "You're a fucking mastermind."
Listen, being a noble gets you a lot of things in this city. Now, who's hungry? Let's go to my restaurant real quick.
How
Have you at
much?
a restaurant? Yes, gold.
200 gold.
All right, split it up.
Ah, that's great.
Yeah, he paid you, and now he's arrested. You guys are
Played ball, Tagsby.
peak citizens right here. Let me tell you what.
I said
You
chaotic.
guys.
biz.
Trying to clean up the streets. I don't know what you look
Right.
Now, do we go back and rummage through his shit later? Maybe.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's pretty fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
Thali must admit he was being a dick.
Yeah, you're right. I am hungry though. Are we eating or are we drinking?
Yes, he said he.
Yes.
We're doing it. Yes.
Thala turns towards you. Do they sell liquor at your restaurant?
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
All right then.
We still have our dwarven red that we can drink on the way.
Tis true.
These
And I-
millennials walking around the streets, sipping on Dwarven Red, turning in people with fucking fate Devil's Root. You guys are the worst. I just want you to know that. You're the worst.
Scallions.
You're the worst.
That's
okay.
We are definitely a
That's
morally gray group
okay.
right now.
So you guys heading toward Prom's Corner then?
Yes.
All right. You make your way through the city as the sun begins to fade and evening comes. Into Prom's Corner you go. You actually have to pass by Raz's warehouse on the way there. Interestingly enough, there's one of the smaller, younger boys that you know, Vogar. He's a runner for Raz, and as he sees you, he actually runs up and hands you a envelope with your name on it. Holds out his hand expecting coin.
I flip him 4 copper pieces.
You should have put it in the birds, but
His
you
eyes,
shouldn't.
his eyes light up. Thank you. And he puts it in his pocket and goes running back, sitting on the steps of Raz's warehouse as you continue on.
All right.
It's not too long.
I do not open it.
Okay, it's not too long before you make it to where Isaiah is leading you. You see a interestingly one-story, brightly colored eatery titled, out front on the sign, The Minty Stranger.
Interesting.
Are
Did
you the minty stranger?
Yes. Are you this stranger?
I mean, I work there. I'm not the mighty stranger, but I worked there for a long time.
Is
I
this where
thought
they
you owned a
sell
place
that
called the Niner.
cold stuff? He doesn't own the 9
Awesome.
Afternoon. That's a tavern.
Yeah, it's just
Do
10.
you own the 9 Afternoon?
No.
Do you own the?
me
Good if I
anything?
want to.
Is this that ice
My
cream
house.
place?
Ice cream.
We have.
Ooh, Dala, I remember this.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested, but last time I was here, they didn't have any liquor. And she turns a pointed gaze toward you.
There's liquor now.
Is that like
point to
the-
add some more?
Yes, sir.
You mean the liquor that we brought?
Yeah.
Well, we might add it to that mint chocolate chip stuff. Let's go. She just begins walking hastily toward the door. As you
rubbing the
guys go in, it's not a very large establishment. There are tables and chairs, and it is the evening, so the place is quite full, not quite packed. Beyond the window, you can see back into the kitchen. You see, you see a human, an elf, and a halfling up on a stool. You see a half-orc woman running about the place. You also see another human man cleaning up tables, and a small dwarf running around to the tables as well. If you guys would like to find a table that is open, you can. I'm assuming you do. All I got was silence. I will assume silence as a yes. And
Yes.
you guys
Wait,
all
on the
sit
hostess.
down. You guys all sit down and find a table. Eventually, one of the individuals comes running over, the female half-orc. What can I get you?
A little bit of everything. These.
Oh, it's you. What do you
yeah,
want?
it's me.
Yeah, everything's fine here.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Any disasters so far tonight?
Nope.
Good.
What do you want?
Had a kick. Well, we need some food for
Uh-huh.
them. Hold the
Like-
button.
She looks at the goat.
Hold the button.
Are you delivering? And she walks over toward the goat, like with her hands up.
Excuse me?
It works here. Are you delivering, Isaiah? Are you delivering?
No.
No?
It's his pet.
It's so rude of you, woman. Goodness.
What is wrong with your kind?
Listen.
Whoa, don't do that. Don't,
Our kind, you say?
don't do that to me.
That's what? Don't play that card, Vogar.
I'm not the same as this barbaric woman.
Her head turns.
We all just kind of look at her.
Okay, let's just.
She just shakes her head and smiles, coming right up, and just turns and walks away.
I didn't realize
And, like,
what
I'm
I
just
get. I
petting
didn't even
Beatrice.
sit in order.
You're petting Beatrice, yes. The sun outside has
Why
faded.
everyone wants to eat you.
You guys wait an awfully long time for your food. It still hasn't come as you're sitting just having idle chit-chat. Any
You pissed her
conversation
off.
to be had right now?
Isaiah,
Yeah.
Can you turn into one of those fancy thoroughbreds? Those nice, expensive
I mean,
thoroughbreds?
I can turn to I can turn to a riding horse. I guess breed doesn't really matter. I can turn to a fine thoroughbred.
Do you think anyone is persuasive enough in order to? I mean, if you're willing for someone to sell you when you're in that shape.
I could do it.
I mean, I don't last that long in that shape.
It just
Wait,
needs
like
to be
it-
enough for someone to purchase you.
Right. So listen, Isaiah, we would
Yeah.
sell you, right? And you'd be someone's property, but then you turn back into a person. You can't own a person. That's not a thing.
We could do what we did with the guy.
What guy? Oh, that guy. Yeah.
So, what do you say? The next morning, we sell you. As I like pull out the dwarven red and like another square.
I'd like to see if it works. It's an experiment, that's all.
Like how the other guy was the experiment.
He was an asshole. He got who he deserved.
Continue talking.
No,
No,
I mean-
take a quick whiz.
Honestly, I don't think we should sell it to someone who looks hard up for money. I believe we should sell it to.
Another one of his kind.
Yes. Do you know, Isaiah, anyone that's actually looking to buy any horses? And we'll have to wait for Brad to get back.
I mean, there's plenty of noble families always looking for good thoroughbreds for, work or just, show horses.
Nice.
But whenever I turn back, they'll be like, "Oh, hey, you're just that kid," and then
Well, then you can always just.
You wait till the evening. Yes, you wait till the evening and you stealth
Well-
back.
I only stay in that shape for like an hour.
Well, hopefully, we'll stay an hour away from the person who's going to buy you.
They'll stable you for sure by that time, correct?
And then the moment you're stable, you turn back and you sneak away.
And then you sneak away.
As a little spider, just gone.
Of course, you turn into a spider.
No one's going to notice a spider in the grass.
It's the perfect plan.
It has no literal flaw.
A lot of flaws, but okay.
Just please never turn into a snake. I will catch you on fire.
I
He will catch you on fire.
I don't think I want to turn into a snake.
Oh,
Snakes are
thank God.
bad. Snakes are
I can
bad.
actually, one of my channel divinities, I can grant myself a +5 bonus to persuasion checks. And I already have +5 in persuasion. So I, can
I have
10 to that
persuasion.
roll.
Oh no.
See, I only have a +2. You rolled much better than I did.
I had the charisma too because I'm a paladin.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
The food finally arrives, by the way.
Good.
I look at her. Did you spit in this?
Yeah. And she just turns and walks away.
I'll eat it. It's just spit.
What
I've
you
eaten
guys
worse.
got was a couple bowls of boar stew. Some, it looks like fried fish, onions, and potatoes. There wasn't, there was only one. There was a mutton sandwich brought to the table, and she sat it in front of the goat and then walked away. And then a couple bowls of ice cream. Mint chocolate chip, raspberry vanilla, and chocolate vanilla swirl is brought to the table.
I want
I
to
will.
flip the plate that was set in front of the goat.
Okay,
Sure.
good, because I was about to throw it at her.
You reach down and you just flip the plate up in the air.
And I like leave my arm there, like, so that she knows that I'm like visibly irritated and flipping the plate.
She turns toward
How
you
dare
and just
she.
gives you a smile and then continues back to the kitchen.
She's
What
a
does
filthy.
my beaches
she's a,
look like?
she's
How do
a
you
filthy
employ
wench.
these kind of people?
Cities are always just ruined with.
This is why we go to adult
Bad
establishments, not places meant
Just-
for children.
Just filth. It's all filth.
That's all.
As you're a drug addict, I'm an alcoholic.
It's all ruined filth.
We don't even know about Honest, and Isaiah's just like a spoiled kid that just wants to be a bad guy.
I'm a dude with anger issues. Just
Yeah, you guys are just, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're like,
We'll
what
not
is
get
wrong with
into
these
it.
people?
We'll not get into it. Yeah.
These assholes.
filthy
No
fucking
manners.
animals.
He runs off to the bathroom and does, gets the.
Yeah, I'm doing devil's fruit in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
sitting there
piece of
going
shit,
like,
motherfuckers. Oh, had the audacity of that bitch.
Oh god.
So, do you guys eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite good. It's quite delicious. Yep. There's no check because Isaiah is with you. You know.
Oh, nice.
But you do eat. Unfortunately, Isaiah, your friend does not seem to be here this evening.
Oh, shit.
He's like, right, my friend.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I have her name in here. Oh, yeah. Mikai.
Yep.
Huh. As I leave, I'll ask John, the half-orc. I was like, where's Mikai at tonight?
Off this evening.
Off?
Family
Everything
thing.
all right with her?
No.
Family thing. Didn't tell you much. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll run into another time.
Okay.
Man, a few words. I like it.
And as I
no.
leave, I was like, okay, the mutton thing was pretty funny. I can't lie.
I don't think so.
You're just scum like the
Your
rest of
guys
them.
aren't there. And,
So,
How could they do that to poor Beatrice?
yeah, how dare they?
Beatrice, you know what you
guys?
should do? You should take a shit on
looks at
the
you.
floor.
Shakes her head, turns around, and starts marching. You all stand and wait for a few moments. You start to hear a few screams and shouts. Beatrice comes walking back out of the minty stranger. The goat could smile. She's doing it now.
I look back and start laughing.
That's my girl.
You have to clean that up later or something.
I won't. They won't.
Huh? You seem to have upgraded to the better life.
Yeah, I started as a busboy. Worked my way up.
Yeah.
Real rags to riches story. Hell
Hard
yeah.
stuff right there.
Eh,
Now you're a wee smuggler like us.
it's fun though.
And it is. Well, what's the plan for this evening, boys? Are we gonna drink?
I think
Of
it's
course.
Good. Go get a drink. And she walks over and takes Daraguul by the arm. We are gonna go get our own drink. She begins to walk.
Yeah, yes, we'll be back soon.
no, you won't. As we start walking away.
So, where does Vogar, Honest, Beatrice, and Isaiah want to go?
What time of the day is it at this point? You said the sun was going down. Is it?
Yeah.
like,
About
a lot
8
of the
o'clock
shops
now.
starting to
Sun goes
close?
down around 7. So it's currently almost 8. Yeah, currently, by the time that you would be able to make it back to the Marauders districts, a lot of the shops would be closed.
How much gold did we get anyway?
200.
200
Each?
divided by 4.
Oh, 200
Oh.
divided by 4.
Was it 200 each or?
Just 200 gold, bud. Just 200
Oh,
gold.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, that was a great question.
No, it was because things could have got bad there. Yes,
So
200
divided by
apiece. This is Vimhar all over again. Let's go shopping.
Ah. Oh, yeah.
Yep, we played Sim Simulator for one session. It was great. Anyway,
Awesome.
but yeah, like waiting until the morning would be the best time to hit the shops. They'll all be closing
Okay.
by the time that you was to make them. Unfortunately, because of the time of day.
That's fine. It's mainly what I would like to do with this. I mean, I'm down for
Do some shopping.
shenanigans as well.
Okay. So on your to-do list is shopping. Is there anything on
Shopping.
y'all's to-do list, Honest and or Isaiah?
No, not really.
Not at the
Alright, cool.
moment.
So do you guys go to a pub? Do you go back to the Triangle HQ? What do you guys do? You guys are
She
left
said a
sitting in the
couple
street.
days.
Mm-hmm, she did.
Isaiah, is your house still,
Sure.
yeah? Honest?
It is in Brom's Corner as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since it's just us three, I'm kind of tired. Do you have a bathing house by chance in your home? Or near your home, at least?
He has a shower.
They have a shower.
Right. Oh, that's right. They forgot. They got
Plumbing's a
plumbing.
thing here, yeah.
Yep.
Plumbing's
This
a
house
thing.
was made by his family, so it does have a working shower.
I would like
slash
to
bath.
shower.
All right, so everybody's heading back toward, other than Daraguul and Thala. You guys are heading back to Isaiah's home. It's nothing fancy. It was the shotgun-style home wedged between two warehouse buildings, right, Shawn?
Yep.
Yep. So it's 2 stories, but long and kind of not so wide. There's a couple spare bedrooms, and there's a shower. So you guys arrive, and then Vogar, after drinking, probably, you do go and you take a shower. You do notice as you're unpacking your things that you do have that note.
When I get back, actually, I'll go ahead and read it before I get in the shower. Okay.
Only if you
Shower
want
and ponder
to.
about it.
Okay. So you do pull it out. I actually didn't even have it up. I figured you wouldn't read it. So you pull it out. It is addressed to you. And it's just plain parchment. As you pull it out, you unfold it. But the line starts, and it already gives you unease because it starts with Vogar Golden Forge. And then it reads as follows. Yes, I know your name. A deserter of the Dwarven militia. A dwarf of no land or title, just a dwarf with a goat and a pathetic lifestyle of drink and smuggling. The others may not believe me, but I know that Bellic's death was not by the hands of some monk of Ophius. You have within the month to return to Dorith Rock and confess your crimes to what is left of the Hillhammer line. If not, I will find you, and justice will be served.
And this is from Raz?
No, this was just a letter.
The letter kid. Okay.
All
the
of your
kid
mail
just
goes
found
to
it.
Raz's
Friends of
warehouse. Yep.
Okay, I got it.
Is it signed? Like, who the fuck is talking to him like this?
Yes, this is what I mean.
It is not so.
Who knows me?
What the fuck?
So basically the lights in the house, are they like little candles?
No. There's actual lights.
Is that
Okay, well then I get my tinder box out and I light that little fucking piece of paper on fire.
Yeah.
You
And my
light
house burns
that
down.
piece of paper on fire, letting it smolder onto the wood floor as you step in the shower, forgetting all that.
No.
The rest of you...
Don't burn the house down.
No, forgetting that, as in that
Yeah.
note.
Oh, okay.
Not caring. You other two have some talk and drink and a jolly good time, but across town, walking over the boardwalk, is Thala and Daraguul. You guys have walked a bit. She gave you some of your favorite. You took some. Together you took some, and you walked. And you've wound your way back to the icy incubus and are currently sitting at a table next to the window. Not really talking because it's awkward.
Dala. Dala.
Yep. Yeah, uh-huh. Yep.
I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry you someday.
I didn't mean to laugh. She blushes and then says, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Not really the marrying type. Plus, you're like an orc. You'd die like by the time that I'm like 40 in your age. Then I'm just left around a widow, and then I'm gonna marry again, and it's probably gonna be like a human that time, and then I'm gonna be like 80 and his age, and he's gonna like die, and then I'm gonna have to marry again, and I just don't know if my young bones can take it, to be honest."
I'm going to show you how to treat a lady for the next, I don't know. I can't tell you when
You
I'll
want to show
die.
me
but-
how to treat a lady? What are you trying to convert me to the other side?
No. I'll show you how a lady is to be treated. That's all I'm saying.
You're really not good at this, are you?
Well, I mean, it comes and goes, the ogre's charm. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Awkward. Slightly.
A little bit. So about the other night.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it, really. I actually had prior obligations with someone else, but that seems to be, null and void, as they say. Not really one to just, get around. Anyway. We make all this, No, go ahead, sorry.
I very much enjoyed the other night.
Well, most people do enjoy that kind of thing, regardless of what emotions are actually fueling it. That was a dark stab, wasn't it? I apologize, I'm just not in the right frame of mind lately.
No, yeah, I understand.
Yeah. A lot of just weird things happening,
It seems there's a lot of trouble afoot in the province.
You're not lying. What do you think of all this triangle business?
Some ancient organization that saves the world. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like another kid's fairy tale,
Yeah, you're probably right. You guys are sitting there, talking. It's awkward, like I said.
Yeah. It feels pretty awkward.
Well, I think we should, leave, and she stands, and you guys begin to walk toward the door, but she stops, you pull ahead, and she pulls you around, and, I like the other night, too, all things considered.
Yes. We can keep those arrangements if you like.
I mean, if you want.
I certainly enjoyed it. I'll make the arrangements if you arrange them as well.
She puts a finger up to your mouth and just shakes it. Nods toward the door. As you're turning your head, you notice the window behind you. There's someone there. You try to grab Thala before you hear the bang. The window shatters and Thala jolts into your arms. You feel the impact pass through her into you. You feel the warm blood. You see Thax Drell beyond the window, holding the rifle. He smiles and turns and runs as her eyes roll into the back of her head.
I'm gonna fucking kill this dude. I'm gonna fucking kill this piece of shit, dude. I'm gonna crush his fucking head betwixt my hands.
Oh no.
And as you fall to the floor with her lifeblood leaving her body, you pull her back and see the exit wound through her chest. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. We will pick up next time in that moment. Thanks all that end up watching this.
Fuck.
Thanks for all that jumped into the stream and said, hey. Hope you
Her dad's gonna
enjoyed.
kill us.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Night.